Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. As promised after yesterday's delay, you'd get the here we go, and I will deliver tomorrow. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the day before, or actually match day for some of you around the world. Just going to have another chilled out and chat. It's Friday night, so people might be out having a good night already or just coming home from a good night. How is everybody doing? Absolutely no transfers. Shocking. Still the dust settling from the embarrassment. Going into one crazy final week of the window. And it's time to talk all things Spurs, people. So let's start saying hello to everyone. So Callum, big up to you. Always come on, you Spurs. We need a number 10. We need a left winger. We need more, but we'll see what we get. We need outgoings. Damn right. Damn right. Destiny, big up to you. THFC Adoji 13. I hope you're good. Who knows, buddy? Who bloody knows what's going to be happening or what's going on? We shall see. It won't be. It won't be. But could you imagine if it was Timo? Could you imagine if it was Timo Werner for a third time? You're going 3-1. I'm going not as positive as you in the scoreline. I'm going one lower, going 2-1, and we're going to snatch it right at the death. Right at the death. Big up, Malware, who is saying big up to Destiny. Hope you're good, buddy. Ryan McFarlane over there in Ireland. Yep. No sign-ins, just more bullshit. Yep. Correct. And we'll see what happens this week. I think he's doing that as well, Jazz Fusion. I think he's doing it as well. I think it's pretty much the team that played PSG. And you know what? We showed how well we could do with it, didn't we? We showed how well we could do it. And if we remember last time we were at Man City, Vicario did have a banger and he broke his ankle. So let's hope for the first one, not the latter. Let's hope for the first, not the latter. I think we can trouble him. I really, really do. And if Kudus is in the mood he was on Saturday, then all well done. Big up, Malware. Big up. Yeah, do you know what? These rumours are heating up again, aren't they? They are heating up again, like they actually didn't go away. I think we're going to hear a lot of movement next week, whether it's movement positive, movement negative, no movement at all. Only time will tell. But I hope you're good, Mal. Oh, before I forget, if people are in the chat and they sent me an email after the lot when I said about sorting out the American group, I have received the emails. If you're watching this live and you've sent me one, or you're watching this on playback and you sent me one, I have got them. I have just been absolutely non-stop. So please don't think I haven't seen them or forgotten about you. I just haven't had a moment to myself. Big up, Jack, who I got to speak to on the phone for the first time earlier on today. It was wonderful speaking with you. You got to send me the Archie Gray video you were talking about, Jack. That's what you got to do for me. Yeah, mate, do you know what? I think look, let's be serious. With Richarlison on the form he's in and Kudus, they're going to be playing, I reckon, in a 2 as opposed to Kudus out wide. We're going to be heavily reliant on set pieces, like we were against Paris, to be honest. And I think it's a big day for Danso tomorrow. And I think, do you know what? Three defenders looking after Haaland and whoever's streaming on. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling positive. Ethan, big up to you, buddy. And he's saying hello to everyone in the chat. There's 46 of you already. Mike, hello, buddy. Definitely Enoch out, Levy out, and the sooner the better. Jack, mate, listen, I don't know if you guys saw, thankfully, I'm going on Last Word on Spurs quite a bit now, which I'm loving. I've got all the time in the world for Ricky Sachs. Top man. He asked me to go on there Monday and Wednesday next week. I can't do Monday because I'm going to Oasis here in Toronto. They're here. But Wednesday, I will be back on Last Word on Spurs. And when we were doing it yesterday, it was Paz, who seemed really, really difficult to get done because of the Real Madrid and everything like that. I can never say that. Alacouche, the guy from France. Thankfully, Tyler Diblin is off the table because he's going to Everton. Who was the other one? Who's the other one we spoke about? Who was the other one? Of course, Savinho. Of course, Savinho. So we'll see. But yeah, it's getting embarrassing, isn't it? And it's just the same rumours over and over again. We've got our first super chats. Let me just bring that one up. Declan, big up to you, buddy. Big up to you. Many cool guys in the Spurs at YouTube community, but Brian will always be number one. Oh, mate, Declan, that's so nice. You don't. Thank you so much, buddy. I really, really appreciate that. I am keeping well, apart from my wisdom teeth giving me crap, but I soldier on. But thank you so much for that, Declan. You have no idea how much that means to people when we hear those kind of things. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's carry on. Where were we? One and only. More chance of you getting a Levy tattoo, mate. That's the only thing I've said. People have said that people have tried to do tattoo bets with me because, as people, there's a lot of new people that might not know that I put a bet that Antonio Conte wouldn't become our manager when we sat Nuno live on We Are Tottenham TV, and I said if Conte comes in, I'll get a We Are Tottenham TV tattooed on me. There, that is. Wife wasn't very happy. Then I put a bet on with when Conte came in. The other Brian of the channel that hasn't been on the channel for ages, he's so busy, said we'll get top 4. And I said, no, we won't. And we put a tattoo bet on if we make top 4. There's the Tottenham on tour tattoo. So my wife has already said, under no uncertain circumstances, Levy I wouldn't get. The one thing I have said, I've said it before, this tattoo I've got here, it's only a very small thing, but it means the world to me. Basically, this tattoo, me and my wife wanted to get something that when we hold hands or when we're together, she has one part, I have the other part. We didn't want to get a lock and a key or something. So my wife came up with the idea that we both get the one gets the longitude, one gets the latitude, and it's the coordinates of where we got married. So we did that. I can't remember if I got longitude or latitude, but I've said to go with that one. The day Levy sells the club, I'll get the date just there, and I might get Levy gone, RIP, or something along those lines. But that's about as far as I would go. I do think so. One and only. I think this. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before as well, or it's been under a different name. So welcome to the chat. I hope you're good and well, and thank you for being. I hope you subscribe to the channel and be part of many of these late night ones that I'm going to be doing every Sunday and twice a week. Just don't know what days of the week. And just so people know, this actually first question I'm going to ask you to the 56 people that are in here. I'm going to put a poll out probably on our community page later. I have got, my wife has arranged a dinner thing on Sunday evening. So I've got the choice. Either I go late night Lilywhite tomorrow at the normal time, or I go Sunday an hour later at 10 p.m. my time, which is 3 p.m. back home. So what guys, what would you prefer? Because this show and this channel is all about you guys. So would you prefer, and I know a lot of people go out on a Saturday night anyway, so it would be either Saturday night normal time or Sunday night an hour later. So we've got 2 tomorrows, 3 tomorrows, 4 tomorrows. I think I might be going tomorrow. I've got a feeling tomorrow, that's 5. Let's see if we get any more. Let's see the next person. But so far it's 100% tomorrow. Big up Bilal. So at the moment, it's 100% tomorrow. So expect one tomorrow. Let's go back to the one and only's comment where we were, so I know where we are. Malware, buddy. We should spare the city and settle for 3-3 and take Savinho back with us to the lane. Do you know what? Honestly, if someone offered me a draw right now, I'll take it. I would take it rather than rolling the dice. I do think we're going to win. But if we get a draw away at City, especially the way they looked, and that's Etihad out the way for the season, which is good. Yep, game day, so no transfers. You would imagine you watch the ITKs and everyone going to have a field day tomorrow. The ITKs are going to have a field day tomorrow because obviously we're there at City and the communication and the chats will speak. Let's have a look. At least, mate, Mike, do you know what? As soon as I saw that, I was like, get in there. And I think Tyler Diblin will go on to be a terrific player. I really, really do. But he needs to go to a club like Everton or a size of a club at Everton and then see how he does rather than throwing him into us as a saviour and putting him in the Champions League, the Premier League, aiming for there. I think Tyler Diblin will do very well at Everton. And he's going there. He'll be with Jack Grealish. I mean, their front line is a little bit scary. If he kicks on, it'll be great. But it did take that bullet out of the chamber, didn't it? Archer, big up, buddy. No worries, buddy. Do you know what? This is the thing. I knew when I used to do a show a couple of years ago for We Are Tottenham TV, late night. And there are so many night owls back home or early bird, and in between. Like I said, this show is mainly like people like Malware are in a majority in the morning as well and in the evening. But there are people that are around the world that can't join either the morning show because they're at work or asleep, whatever. So this is a chance to grow this channel, to have some fun with you guys. Most importantly, the growing the channel is second. To just chill and chat with you. And like you've seen, guys, there are a lot of channels that the chat can be haywire, the chat can be all over the place or argumentative. You guys are the best. Honestly, we take great pride in what you guys do with us and how you treat us and how you treat the chat. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Ethan, does it not make it, if we embarrass them tomorrow, does it not make them the other way say, do you know what? We're going to keep him. It could be. Oh, you wait a minute. I thought you said, yeah, do the odds change? Yeah. If we embarrass them, maybe they're like, no, we need to keep him. Maybe. Jordan, big up to you, my friend. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to complain. I've got some wisdom tooth pain and lack of sleep, but here I am being a trooper so we can spend some time together. I think it's to be 2-1, Jordan. It's definitely, I think we're all right. I think it's all, I think 3-5-2 is definitely that. Definitely that. And you know what? If he had done this for the first time, so many people go, oh my God, why are you doing it against Man City? Like they did Paris Saint-Germain. And we played bloody well for 85 minutes of that game, and I expect more of the same tomorrow. I look like David Zappa. Do I look like David Zappa Costa? Let's have a look. David Zappa Costa. Oh my God, I can see. Wow. Oh dear. Oh my God. Oh dear. Let me just. Oh dear. Do you know what, one and only? I have been called many footballers. I can. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think. Oh, why have you done this? One and only. I have been called. Who have I been called? I've been called with my short hair, but if you look at it properly, it's Chelsea team or a Chelsea player. Oh dear, I've been called Cucurella. I've been called Mora. I've been called Collini. Who else have I been done? So one and only, do I look more like Zappa Costa? If you look at a Cucurella picture with him side profile, and then you just remove his hair like that off the picture, you'll see me, Collini or Mora. But that's another one to add to the list. That's another one. Jazz is going for 1-1. Uncle Mike, big up to you, buddy. Big up to you. Can't see us getting anyone who. That's the. See, now that's more like it, Mike. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if it's going to be. Joe, I'm going to start your comment, and we're going to have the first interaction of the evening. Apart from tomorrow. Let's have a look. What are people thinking? Transfer wise, do we reckon? And I don't name the players. Just do it as one as it number, and then put senior or first team. So you put 0 first team. You think 0 loan, and that could be loan for the first team. But okay, put how many number of buys, loans. Buys, loans, yeah, just buys and loans. Or you can say 0-0. Let's have a look. So it doesn't matter about the positions or whatever. Let's just see what people think between literally how many people we're going to bring in. So Ben Brett has gone 0. I'll tell you what, Ben, if there is 0, dear Lord, there is going to be carnage. Okay, 2 starters. Destiny's gone 2-1, so I'm guessing that's 2 starters, 1 loan. Or 2 buys, sorry, 1 loan. We have got big up, Daniel. Big up to you, buddy. Jack's gone 1 first team buy, 1 loan with an obligation. Oh, he's gone very precise. That's good old Jack. Heard we're linked from... Yep. Well done, Jake. 0 from either man. 0-0 from Declan. Buys 1, loan 0 from Havit. What else we got? Has to be 2. Yeah, it may. I'm with you. Has to be 2-1. 1 crap. Is that 1 crap loan, Scott? And big up to you, Scott. Is that 1 crap loan or 1 crap buy? Myself. I can't remember, Dave. You Scotland Yard tomorrow? You Scotland Yard tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. My alarm is. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Let me set my alarm. If I don't do that, go to bed without the alarm. Thank you, Dave, for the subliminal message that I didn't know I needed. Alarm set. 4. Fantasy Mutt McShane. What a fucking name that is. What a name. What a name. Is that 4 purchases, 4 loans, 2 of each? What's the combination? I love that name. I hope you are now going to be subscribed and in the chats more, because that is a top name. That is a top name. 2-1 from Ethan. 1-1. Good. Oh, Carol, could you imagine that? That's what Chelsea do in a week. 2, 1 for now, 1 younger. Okay. 3 2s, 1. Okay, 3. Okay. Mate, do you know what? As much as he about, can you see West Ham selling him us and 2 of their stars coming to us? 0. No, you're not coming to the Yard. Right. Let's go back to where we were with the. There we were. We were at Uncle Mike's. Brandon G, love the Late Show, mate. I love doing it. I absolutely. Do you know what? We're doing the shows in the morning as we do, and we're loving them. The numbers are growing. It's me and Ben. Great content. Great, bigging ourselves up there. Great content. Great banter. But you know what? Having this show and doing it like this and just chilling and chatting with you guys, and the kind of the one that we did for 3 hours on Tuesday, was it Tuesday? Tuesday, when we were talking football for about 2 hours of it, and an hour and a half about favourite movies and dinner parties. It's the beauty of this show. I'm going to make this so you guys decide what direction we go in, with a few detours and scenic routes round. But yeah, I'm loving Brandon. I'm actually loving doing these. I was going to do one yesterday, like I said, but after doing the panel show with We Are Tottenham TV, no, that was the day before yesterday. I didn't get any sleep. Then I did the panel show with We Are Tottenham TV straight onto our show, and I was so tired. And then I realised I agreed to meet a mate, so I just go downtown. Then I came back. Then the Eze news break. Then it was We Are Tottenham TV. Then it was the late night one we did last minute. Yesterday I was just exhausted. But I was always going to deliver tonight, and I love doing them. Really good. How are you, buddy? New to the channel, love the late night streets. Daniel Levy is a money milking bastard wanker. I don't mind being nasty. You're going to be very much appreciated and loving this channel, mate. Thank you for being new to the channel. Get used to the late night streams. They are going to be 3 times a week, or at least twice every Sunday, apart from tomorrow, which will be tomorrow instead of Sunday, because I've got to go out for dinner with my wife and a couple of her mates that are in town. I didn't even have an option. She sent me a message earlier and just said, we're going for dinner here, 7 o'clock. I was like, what? And easy life, happy wife, happy life, as they say. But yeah, you're going to love the show. This channel isn't backwards and coming forwards about its feed towards Daniel Levy. Cheers, Jack. I'm sure you'll send it to me anyway. I should. Do you know what? Do you know what it is, buddy? I haven't gone there for ages. But Malway, do you know what it is? So when I moved here 2017. Q Scott M put a comment in for sure during the story. I needed to get a new wardrobe because I started putting a bit of weight on, and I just needed a new wardrobe generally. And everywhere that I was looking, I hadn't got my visa yet, so I couldn't work. And my wife was supporting me, just like unfortunately she's doing right now. Bless her, love her. And all the shops I was going into were so expensive that I went into Hollister. And mate, Hollister, the difference in price here in Canada compared to the UK is night and day. Like a pair of jeans in Hollister are around, or back then, I don't know what they are now, but they were costing me about £15. It was, I was going in there. What my wife had to stop me. I was buying like 3 things there a week. They went through a period where literally I loved everything they did. They've got a bit, they've changed their style a bit. But yeah, I have a lot of Hollister stuff, buddy. I should try and get a sponsorship. It's not a bad shout. Spurs Patriots, I hope you're good, my man. Yeah, we need number 10. We need number 10. And when we were doing it online, when I was on Last Word on Spurs yesterday, you can see that it is a area that needs to be addressed. And that was obviously we knew in Madison. And then we found out Kulu's not going to be back till 2026, which I think we all knew. I was just like, oh my God. It was just like, oh my God, we desperately need it. And now if we don't get one and a left winger, I think those 2 are necessities. Anything else will be a bonus. But I think if everyone said right now, what 2 positions would you sign? I think a majority would say a decent or a very good left winger and number 10. Yeah, but Leighton, you're not the only one. This is this could be another. When I open up the Thomas Frank therapy sessions, it could be a broken fan therapy session, and we'll see what it does. My God, Hotspur is up. Hotspur, my brother, how are you? How comes you're up? Well, I say that to all the English people. Either way, thank God you're here. I've given up on the window. Frank will have to rely on creativity from wide areas and high balls. And we'll have to do, we will have to have less control of more games. Be prepared, mate. Joe, I agree with what you said up until the hybrid. Thomas Frank will work something out. Thomas Frank will get us playing good football, and Thomas Frank will have us very well prepared. What I will say is for people that have given up on the window or think, oh, I don't think it's savable. No matter who comes in, who signs, even if we get Savinho now, it's like, why didn't you just put the fucking money down on the table earlier and deal with it and get it? I will not with Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank will find a way. Thomas Frank will find a way, and we will see very good football. And no, that's what I was going to say. With all the sorry, I forgot what I was about to say. The greatest thing and the luckiest thing is we've got Thomas Frank. If this window is the busted flush, thank God it's Thomas Frank leading the line. Jordan, I just want to say, Brian, the work you have done in the past 5 years, admirable. Stood by what you believe. Thanks, Jordan. Thank you very much indeed, Jordan. I really appreciate you taking the time to comment there. Look, I rub a lot of people up the wrong way. I've changed my kind of manner of delivering stuff, and it's been much widely well appreciated and received But I will always stand up what I believe in. I will always, thankfully, I have parents that brought me up, and it was like, if you stand up for what you believe in. And like I said, sometimes I go OTT, sometimes I may say something wrong, and I'll always say sorry or say I got it wrong there. But yeah, with this the 5 years has been obviously YouTube and everything. 17 years of leaving out, but I appreciate the comment, Jordan, very, very much so. Why did the club announce that Kulu was out until the new year? Do you know, I don't think it was the club. I think, again, we've had a leak. It was coming out from the ITKs. I don't know what the reasoning was behind that. I really, really don't know what is behind that. But it is, I think it was commonly known. But I get what you're saying. They should have announced it next week officially. But these things just happen to get out. Just had another super chat, and it's from Malware. Big up, Malware, buddy. Levino Savino's bid will be rejected. All to show the fact this is what I'm worried about. This is what I'm worried about, Malware, buddy. I think this is exactly what's going to happen. This will drag out until, I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope to dear God that I am wrong or we are wrong. But this has got, at least we tried, and drag it out. And I won't believe the here we go. I won't believe the deal agreed unless it's Ornstein. And then we'll see what Spurs do. We shall wait and see. Have it. I am being positive, but we are a second-tier club in the Premier League. Yeah, we are. Have it. You're right. And big up to you, buddy. Love seeing you coming in the chats. We are. Look, you look at the big six or the big 5+1. Villa and Newcastle. We are. We need a couple of years, a few years to get back to where we are. But at the moment we are. You can't get away from it, unfortunately. And let's hope we can chat. Aliuno, big up to you, buddy. I hope you're good and well. Malware, Daigle is unique and the realist person I've met, but we see every day. Thank you very much. Yeah, I unique. I'll take that. I will take that. I think the world is lucky that there's only one me, especially when it comes to talking Spurs. But look, one of the reasons I'm the realist, or really not just this, like I said to you, people, I'd never make any secrets about the struggles I've had in my life with mental health, addiction, homelessness, the lot. And I realise that you have to be true to yourself. You own your mistakes. And I use all the mistakes I made as positives to be able to help people should they ever need it from life experiences. Lisa, thank you very much, darling. I hope you're good and well. Let's have a look. Just sent you part of the video. I couldn't find. No worries, buddy. No worries. The Thomas Frank Archie Gray one, yeah? I look forward to seeing it. Donegal Spurs, Mark McConnell. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Joe, it's always nice to hear that people are loving the content. And the good thing is, as you guys have known and as you've seen, consistency wins. If you keep putting out consistent content and people know you're coming on regular times, people will tune in. So like, oh, I know that show's on that I like and whatever. Through my ill health over the last year and a half, or best part of 2 years coming January, it's been very unpredictable when I can do things. But since Thomas Frank came in, I got my mojo. I got my mojo back. We're back. And I do appreciate all the love from around the world and appreciate yours all the way in Ireland, buddy. I hope you have a good weekend. Renzo, hey, my man, would you take Scott from Bournemouth as a backup 10? He's die-hard Spurs. Do you know what? I wanted Alex Scott before he went to Bournemouth, Rizzuto. I think he's a terrific talent. The one thing we have, the problem with that, I think if we were to sign a proper number 10, and then we went and got him as backup, I would have absolutely no problems. He is die-hard Spurs. He was a born Spurs. He's a mad Spurs fan. But the thing with Bournemouth, they don't need the money. This is where we are now, Raduzo. Bournemouth have sold Solanke to us a couple of years ago, 65 million. Hussein to Real Madrid, 50 million. Kirkes to Liverpool, I think that was around 40 million. They've sold Zabani to PSG, but they can literally, Bournemouth, and they are an exceptionally run club, can turn around and just say, all right, you want Alex Scott, 50 million. I'm just saying 50 million as a figure, not that that's his value. Let's bring it down to it. Let's say 35. Let's say 40. Let's round it up to 40. And they'll say, right, 40 million, all up front, or 30 million and 10, whatever. And we won't do it. We won't do it. So I would like to, Alex Scott, he had quite, again, injuries last season. I believe this. I really wanted him. Where was it? Was it Bristol he was at? It wasn't Bristol City, was it? It was Bristol. Where was it? I'm sure it was Bristol City. Now I'm going to have to look it up. Alex Scott, Bournemouth. Alex Scott, P-U-R-E. Alex Scott, Bournemouth. Let me just check his player profile. Was I writing all this in a waste of time? Yes, it was a complete waste of time. It was Bristol City. Yeah, I loved him at Bristol City. I loved him. So, yeah, I would take him at Spurs, but only if let's have a look. I'm going to pause this here. If we're bringing in a youngster, people, would you take and this is with a guaranteed number 10 of quality, a guaranteed, don't know who, but guaranteed number 10 was in of quality. Would you take Alex Scott as his backup? Simple yes or no. Simple, yeah. Oh, we've got 130 in here. I've just seen Mr. K at the bottom. I've just seen David Shire. Big up to you both, my brothers. I hope you're good and well. So, Ben Brett has said yes. What else are people going to say? Like we said, number 10 is signed, sealed, delivered. Don't know who it is. I'm just spitballing here. But he's a guaranteed quality number 10, like mustard number 10. Would you take Alex Scott as backup? So, Brent Brett, yes. Mr. Where's it gone? Mr. Capitan, I think, Jelly Bean, yes. We have yes from Malway, yes from Adoji, yes from Statue TV. Why send Donnelly out on loan? That's a no on Scott. Okay, that makes sense. I want Rick Kane, big up to you, buddy, has said, I want Lee Kang in. Oh, mate, that would be wicked. Yes from Tony DRC, big up to you, Tony. Mr. K, yes. Ethan, yes. Nico Paz and Scott, I'd love. Do you know, Don the Mod, I really do like what I see from Paz. I really do. But is he the guaranteed number 10 starter? If you know, I mean, he is very young. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a wonderful talent. I actually really do. Out of all the ones we're linked with, it's going to be the hardest deal. But I do like what I see from him. We have got no way from Kamal. Yes from Declan. He is proper Spurs. Yes from Alex. I like Scott. He can play at a 10, Callum. Ryan, big up, buddy. Big up to you. We got no from Was DC. There's so many new names. I love it. I fucking love it, guys. Yes from Stefan. We get desperate now. I want my friend Scott and go and do it. Sonny J, no, we're saying if a absolute baller of a number 10 was signed in to play in front of him as backup. But it won't happen. Like I said, Bournemouth are an exceptionally run. We've come to a time now, unfortunately, where these big clubs, small clubs, are being run better, so they don't need to sell. They'll sell. And you look at it, all those deals I mentioned with Bournemouth, they literally get the deals done quick. They come in and do this, and they get the deals done quick and they're gone. So I just don't see it happening, but I would take him if we had a guaranteed number 10 in. It's a sure. I'll remember. Yeah, no worries. Bud, you do what you got to do, buddy. No rush. Eva, man, big up from Hong Kong. So we've got Hong Kong that's been mentioned today. We've got Dublin from Mark. We've got, I'm sure there's some other country. We've got Mexico with Lisa. Canada, I know we've got covered with Scott. malware and others in America. It is fantastic. What's with the smoke? Forest, mate, you know what? After the Gibbs White affair, nothing would give me greater pleasure than Nuno gone and Ange comes in and destroys them. Nothing would be greater pleasure. But then, like he said, there's no smoke without fire. I haven't seen the full press conference yet, but I'm heard it's not one to be missed. Yeah, yeah, mate. Honestly, when I made that bet, I think there's 20,000 people that saw that video that I said it. There's a guy that did it with me, or sorry, there's a guy that was on screen with me and said he'll do it. He hasn't done it. There's been a few tattoo bets made on YouTube, and I think I'm the only one that's gone through with it. I think I'm the only one that's got through it. Yeah, mate, listen, I got this one there, and then I had I'll quickly go into it. I met my wife when I was living abroad, met her in a hostel. I fell in love with her instantly, but it was when I was a raging alcoholic, major cokehead, violent. But whenever she came near me and sat down and had a drink with me, I wouldn't drink to get drunk. And I was like, literally, lovesick puppy. Didn't try and make a move on her because I didn't believe in one night stands with people that I was like literally head over heels with. She went back to Canada. I went back to England. We kept in contact via Facebook. But as soon as I landed back in England, I sent her an email going, just wanted to let you know, I'm head over heels, blah, blah, really romantic thing. She got back to me and said, Brian, listen, I've just come out of a really, really, really bad relationship. And look at you on your alcohol, your drugs. I can't be a part of that. You live it. Anyway, kept in contact. Always have feelings for each other. I said I'll come to Canada one time. She said she'll come to it. It never worked out. And then 6 years later, we finally had our Skype. We said happy birthday on Facebook, yada, yada, yada. Then we finally said, right, we need to have a Skype call. So we had a Skype call October 2013 for 4 hours straight. The next day, she told me she'd booked a ticket to come to England Christmas Day. So Christmas Day 2013, she came over. And on my birthday, June the 22nd, 6.5 months later, we were married. And now we've been married for 11 years. I've got another tattoo for her on my leg. I will never get people's name because it jinx it. But because of the gap in time and everything, and then we had that Skype call, I've got on my right calf, don't count the days, make the days count. And then above it, I've got the months, June to October, for my birthday and her birthday. And 22nd, which is my birthday, and 31, the numbers below it. So it's for her, it's about her, but it doesn't have her name in it. And the reason I'm a true romantic as well, have it, believe me, if people saw my mum and dad, my dad literally worships the ground my mum. You could say it with all, when I say my dad, the way my mum has been treated and the way they love each other and what I've been surrounded with, it's, let's just say my dad's my hero for a reason. They've been married now 48 years. Every Friday for 48 years, my mum gets £100 worth of flowers every Friday without fail. Little things he does, the way he's looked after her, the way he's looked at my dad is, if I could be half the man my dad is, I'll be a very, very lucky man. And my romantic side is straight from my dad. Declan, thank you. Listen, I'm loving the love. I can't deny it. I do love. Oh, here we go with the tomorrows. Is it really a Levy problem? I think both MGW and Eze used Spurs to get deals they wanted. Europa is a good cup, but all players are excited. Yeah, look, listen, Mahal, listen, people will look at this very different ways. These two deals, Eze could have got done. Eze, the Arsenal, the filth, and the agents were playing games. But we had a 1 week window where we could have got it done. But someone had to play silly buggers. And when Paris tried to change things, it's a culmination of things. Morgan Gibbs White, if you watch the video he's released answering the question about what happened, he put his family first. his wife was going through what was the word? A what's the word? Problematic or high. I can't remember the right word. Is it a problematic pregnancy or a high risk? I think was the word. Sorry if I got the words wrong. Pregnancy, and he chose family first. And then whatever Marinakis did, whatever. But there have been not thousands. That's blowing out of the water. Hundreds of other deals and other things going on. And here we are left short in the week left of the window. This happens time and time again, no matter who the manager is. But I get what you mean with these two transfers right there. The tomorrow. Scott was said Sunday. Brad, okay, you see, mate, honestly, whenever I get up first thing in the morning, I check, after checking my phone, I see what YouTube channels are on. So Scott said Sunday. Like button smash, please do so, people. Please do so, because you're all enjoying this content, and the way we get it out to more and make this late night show bigger, better, is more people watching. But I do love doing it with the people that have been here all the time. Jazz, yeah, that's very, very true. Tomorrow we've got Ali, Musa Ali. Come out, yeah. Laughing at Forest is always going to be good. Too old for 10 p.m. local time. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, wait a minute. Have they sacked him? Has he? Whoa. Nottingham Forest. 1 second. 1 second. I did not 1 second. No. Forest, have they actually sacked him? Have Forest? I can't see on Sky Sports News. Has he actually been sacked? I think it's on the verge, isn't he? Yeah, he hasn't been sacked. Hasn't been sacked, but it looks on the verge, doesn't it? It looks like he is on the verge, and I feel sorry for Nuno. I feel sorry. Yeah, this is the thing. This is what I used to say, Brad. When we went to the Filth, and I went to Angie's first game of the Filth, we drew 2-2. It was my first ever time at the Emirates. I said, as long as you go to the Emirates and you give it everything you got, if you lose, obviously it's a pain in the arse and it's a game you don't want to lose. But not like when we've gone there, like the 5-1s and the really beatings we've taken. And that game we did, and we should have won. And I feel exactly the same with this. I really do. Yeah, that's going to be funny. Joe, Ben even called it. Ben Daniel was saying when we were chatting at the end of last season, he was saying he could see that. But actually, did we announce Kinski the day Brandon Austin played? Sorry, actually, did we announce Kinski? Oh, you mean when he made his debut against Newcastle? Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right, buddy, in all honesty. I think the news broke with the ITKs and everything, and Spurs officially announced it the next day, but you're right. Yeah. No, come on. I didn't say he's great. I said I think he will go on to be a great player. He's had 19 games or half a season playing in a really shit Southampton team. I reckon he will become a very good player. He was just in a very, very poor team. Smash it, played Leighton. You'd roll the dice. Okay. I think the game very much. And do you know what? We outplayed PSG for the first part. I know Man City can be fitter and ready, but I think we can take if we just have to be ruthless. We have to be bloody ruthless. And when we get the opportunity, we have to bloody well take them. Yeah, he's played more football. Come out. He's played more football. Tyler Devlin only started this season. Don't write players off like that straight away. Harry Kane, not that I'm comparing Tyler Devlin to Harry Kane. He had 9 shit loan spells. Other players he could develop. That's why I said I didn't want him to come to Spurs this window. And let's see what he does 2-3 years at Everton. And if he ups his game, then you have a look at him. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it, what a game-changing stadium can do, Brandon? Who would have thought it? They got the naming rights before they even moved in. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. And they were in loads of debt beforehand. So I know they've been taken over. But they bought Jack Grealish and paying his wages. Now they're smashing that kind of money. We'll see what they do. Leighton, do you know what? Like I said, I'm being positive with all things Thomas Frank. On the pitch, tomorrow when I wake up, it's game day. Every match day, like I said when it was PSG, I was like, enough of the rumours, enough of the nonsense. For 90 minutes, it's all about Frank and the boys. And I will be exactly that way tomorrow. Then we then we go the other way. No, we've got a week, just over a week to solve it and fix it. And then Thomas Frank will either have some quality brought in to support him and help him, or Armageddon. Armageddon. Morning, Brian. It's game day for you, mate. I've still got 2.25 hours before I can say that. He won't be playing, buddy. That name again. Fantasy McShane. Apparently he's injured for 2 weeks. I don't think he'll play tomorrow. Oh my God. Could you imagine the curveball if Savinho's in the starting lineup? If he's in the starting lineup, Spurs players go smash him and injure him. I don't think he'll be in the starting lineup at all, though. I don't think he will be. I don't think he'll be starting tomorrow at all. 4-2 in favour of Spurs. They will lose the midfield battle. Look, it's going to be Paulinho and Bentancur, and probably Sarr. With Paulinho there, with what he did against PSG, he's going to be a busy man. He's going to be a busy man. Evening, Mr. Dave and Pam. Good evening. Where are we? I'm going with optimism and heart over realism and my head. For once, you set me up there, Scott. I hadn't even seen that bit. It ain't going to be 4-1. Did you see the shot? I haven't been checking WhatsApp. Let me see if I've got a message from you. I have got a message from you, Jack. I have got a message from you, so I will check that out later on, buddy. Thanks for sending it. Alex, it's all, do you know what? I am good and well. Got my health, or say my health, apart from my wisdom teeth. Got my family. Life is hard trying to find a job, but do you know what? I get to do more YouTube, build the channel, and spend time with you guys. So every cloud has a very big silver lining, and spending time with you guys are definitely that. I can definitely slightly see. I'm waiting to see if I can't remember who said it now. We'll see. I think it was. We'll see if. I think I do remember. Realistically, there is no one left in the transfer market that will be signing on the level. Yeah, I honestly, if there is, they're going to be super expensive. And if there is, we haven't really thought of them because they're going to be that far out of reach. So where are we? We've gone through the numbers of how many people are coming in. Right, okay. Who is in the market that we are linked with? You would take over a healthy Madison. I do, honestly, I really do like the look of Paz. I really do, but obviously YouTube and everything can show a lot. It can show a lot of the right things. Alakouche, I haven't really seen enough of. I don't know. I would say Paz. I would. Oh no, Paqueta as well. Kamau said Paqueta. I do like him, and I do. What a goal he scored tonight, by the way. What a goal. Ben, listen. These are going to come out. These are going to come out. Funny enough, result. We're just talking about it. I think he looks. He's only had a very limited amount of game time, hasn't he? And there's the Real Madrid factor and what they want to do with him as well. I think it is a very, very, very tough deal to get done. And let's just say when it says tough deal to get done, and then you say Daniel Levy and Lange, they don't go together, do they? They don't go together. It's like oil and water. Words, you think we'll smack us? You know how well we can do against you. You know how well we can do against you. Look, you've beaten us the last 4 times we played you. But you never know in this game. You never know. You did look very, very good. I don't think you're going to be smacking us. That's for damn sure, Words. But welcome to the channel. We record... Oh, God, Jack Clark. Do you know what? Talking to Jack Clark at Ipswich, I would have taken Amari Hutchinson. I definitely would have taken Amari Hutchinson. Not to be the main guy, but I think he's a very... Excuse me. Don't worry, guys. We're going for ages. We're going for ages. I can deal with the yawns. But I like... I really like Amari Hutchinson. Fantastic, buddy. Fantastic. You reckon 4 bites? That's a bold one. My thoughts are Madrid buyback clause. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Harvey Elliott is causing a lot of controversy, isn't it, with whether we should get him or whether we should not. There is talk that Leipzig are in for him, and obviously Leipzig have got Klopp. Harvey Elliott, I think, can do a job. Kamal, I think he can do a job. I think he's done well at Liverpool. Can he do it as a main guy and have the responsibility of being that guy? We'll have to wait and see, but I do think he's a very good player. Is West Ham better than Spurs? No. Pack will come. If you're talking about Paz? Oh no, Paqueta. Yeah, Joe, you saw how angry West Ham fans were today or yesterday for you guys back home. I can't see West Ham selling two of their best players to Spurs. There will be absolute bedlam. If a big comes in, you never know. Is Paqueta going to pay them back for supporting them through the gambling stuff? You just never know. But I can't see West Ham selling 2 of their stars to us. I just can't. I think Levy may try to appease the fans with 2 attempts to cancel out the 2 debacles. Yeah. He's got a big week ahead of him. He's got a massive week ahead of him. And if we go for one of these deals and it falls apart, like, I don't want us to touch Javi Simmons. I don't want us. I think he's a terrific player. But he's had his heart set on Chelsea. That deal hasn't got over the line. But can you imagine if we go in and we make something serious, Chelsea will go, thank you very much. We'll take it from here. Do it. And then can you imagine the banter that's coming our way from losing to Chelsea and the filth on 2 key targets in the same season? Jack, I think he's very good. I think he's very good. He's done very well in Italy. Again, can we get the deal done? Lookman, I would not be disappointed with at all if we got him. I'll be happy. But will we get it done? Yeah. Exactly, Hotspurious. Exactly this. They look bad. They look really bad. Would you be happy with all 4? Alakush or Akalush. That's how you say Akalush. Sorry. He's the one out of this 4 that I'm least confident about, but that's only because I haven't seen a lot of him. That's the only reason. Paqueta I take, Lookman I take, Savinho will be number 1 in that. Nobody but Leipzig would even consider. Nobody but Liverpool would even consider Liver's terms on Elliott. Yep, that's a massive factor. Yep, exactly. Savinho. If Savinho falls apart, oh dear Lord. I don't think it would happen, but imagine if Paqueta, Savinho, and Richie, and then you add Kudus. It would look a lot better than we are right now, wouldn't it? That's for damn sure. Big up, Ryan. Big up to you, Declan. There you go. Welcome. Exactly. That's what this group do. We welcome people in. Well, yeah, we've just. Mr. K, my brother. And then we are Spurs TV with the greatest words ever. Kamal, did you see West Ham versus? Do you know what? The funniest thing was, Kamal and everyone, I completely forgot this game was on. I went and had to take one of my afternoon power naps, and then We Are Tottenham TV, Ben just messaged me and goes, "What a goal from Paqueta." Like, what are you talking? Oh no, he said, "What a goal." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I went and checked my football app, and then I turned it on and watched it. That was some sensational strike. Yes, there always is a great crisis. Left back is, I think, defensive wise, Mr. K. We so badly need a 10 and a left winger. Anything else for me is a bonus. Anything else for me is a bonus. But you never know. We might see, and get ready for a lot of, we're waiting for an opportunity. They haven't used that one yet, but you know it's coming. It would do. It would do. Not sure why I feel like this, but I don't think we'll get another player in this window. Brandon, I really hope this feeling is the wrong one. I really hope this is a premonition that you've got very, very wrong. But you just never know. Okay, Mo, welcome into the chat. You said I would not put a heart next to that if I ever had to put the word Arsenal or filth, as I call you, the filth. Like everyone calls us scum. I never call Arsenal scum anymore. It's been the filth for about 18 years. So fair play to you. Let's have a look. What was it? His knee. He injured his, I can't remember what part of his knee in the Crystal Palace defeat after we got to the Euro final. I still don't understand why Ange played him in that game. I still, to this day, don't understand. Not that it matters now in hindsight, but I did not understand that. I forgot about Liao. Do you know what? If I was to say there might be a shock, the last time I can remember a big shock like that I just didn't see coming, it weren't Tottenham. But do you remember when Man U went and got Falcao? When he was on fire or he'd just come off the boil? I would not personally, because he's like, the thing with Liao is his price tag, the wages Spurs can do. Not saying we'll go for him seriously and do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that rumour kicks up, if it really kicks up. Rez, we've answered this one. I go through the comments one by one, and they come in a lot quicker than I can read them. So I go through every single one of them. So only need to put your comments in once, people, and we will get to them. But big up to you, Riz. Let's see. Then there's people saying hello. I remember you saying you was going to go do a training ground for protest. If I have time, mate, wicked. It'd be great to see you. I spoke to Jay yesterday. I was speaking with Jay yesterday, and Jay is one of the guys from Change for Spurs and the one that started all this back up again after we lost to Chelsea last year. And he was telling me they've got 4 new entrances in. So the layout of the training ground has changed. I haven't been there since the protest, so I've got no idea. So when I get back, I'm going to be doing some recon. I'm going to go and do some recon of the premises and see, because if they've changed everything, but I will be doing something. That's for damn sure. I will be in the area and I will be doing something. Do you think what is holding us back is Levy taking our streak over City? Do you think what is holding us back is Levy taking our streak over City for granted? Explain that, Bedge. Levy's always taken us for granted. We'll see what we do against City. But we are. I honestly thought after Burnley we would have at least got one player through the door. Hoping that it had been Eze, but I thought at least one more would have been there to help. And they haven't. Oh, God, could you imagine? Could you imagine if... do you know what? That would be... We forgive you. Mate, that would be like literally payback for Judas and what's just gone on with Eze. That would be brilliant. Yeah, we need to get you back on, Mr. K. Just so you guys know as well, transfer deadline day, I will do a Monday late night one, but we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on Tottenham on tour. Mr. K, if you want to come on then, or any of you want to come on, we're going to be doing some more content where I bring guests on. I'm going to make one of the 2 that I do a week where I put the link in the chat. So you guys, if you want to come on and join me one by one or in a group, we'll work it out. You can come on whenever you says. Even big up to you, buddy. Welcome to the chat. Literally could have won a trophy if we. Yep. We could have won a trophy. We could have had that Super Cup. We would have been nice to have it. Would have been lovely to have it. I think we deserved it. Played absolutely brilliantly for that 80 odd minutes. And it would have been nice, but we never do this, do we? I remember when Poch said I want my players in before pre-season, and I don't think we've done that once. I mean, Anne's got a few players in before, and then a few came after, but it's always like this, isn't it, Evan? Always. Good point. Ange, with his inflexibility, was the worst sort of guy to have in a crisis. Frankie, yeah. Honestly, my love for Thomas Frank is beyond, above and beyond. I think he's such a clever manager. He is such a clever manager. And the coaching staff of Spurs are the biggest plus as well. I've said it openly. I think it's the best coaching setup we've had under Enoch. Sorry, I took the pause at the wrong time there. I'm very impressed with our coaching staff. Come out, what was you saying, buddy? Other than Savinho, there's no one left. To be honest, if we believe all the Savinho, by the sounds of it, you're right, does want to come. He wants first team football. He wants to try and get his Brazilian spot back for the World Cup. He wants regular first team football. His agent has flown in, and that's certainly not for contract extensions. And now it's in the hands of a certain person. Yeah, I'm not as... Put it this way, I'm not forgetting about him, Mr. K. I'm not forgetting about him. But it's going to be damn hard work. Damn hard work. We should all petition for him. I'll be lucky. It'll be one more if we're lucky. Yeah, it could be that. That's why I don't think we'll be getting anyone else. Okay. If it's offered, would you take a loan with option to buy? Who are you talking about, Ethan? Ethan, if you're still in the chat, I'm going to go right down to the bottom. Oh, we've got loads of comments to go through. Lovely jubbly. Love. Oh, my God. A lot more than I thought. Ethan, if you're still in the chat, right now, put who you're talking about there. And I'm just looking. Let's see if Ethan is still in the chat. He is. Savinho, would you take a loan with an option? 100%. 100%. 100%. If we was offered us a loan for the rest of the season with an option or an obligation. An obligation, let's say, if we got top 6 or whatever. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then we've got more money to focus on the number 10 and get that deal done. But oh yeah, I'd absolutely take him on loan without foul with an option to buy. Right, I'm just scrolling back up. There we are. Where are we? Statue TV. I think Man City hate Levy so much that they will deliberately dangle Savinho in front of us to waste our time. So this first part, I completely get because of the whole Harry Kane affair, not picking up the phone, which we loved as Spurs fans, obviously, but then him completely being front and centre of the 115 charges and trying to cripple them any way they can with points or whatever. So it could be my man in Oz, my good man, Bryce. How are you, buddy? I think you sent me a message and I haven't got back to you. I've been terrible at it recently. I'll get back to you. But Bryce, get ready because I'll be doing shows a lot more at this time so you can be a part of them, buddy. Hope you, family, kids and everything are all well. No, I don't want El Canoes. I don't want El Canoes. He is a highlight reel that shows brilliant pieces of class And I was speaking to one of my friends. He literally, for every 4 or 5 crosses he puts in, one of them are on target. He looks very technical. I don't want El Canus. I'd rather Paz. Obviously it's horses for courses. And if you like him, fair play. For me, I just don't think he's the one for us. And if he comes after all this, and it'll be the 3rd season in a row we have gone back and bought players from a relegated team. Now, I do know there are stars in relegated teams before we go any further, but Odebear, Maddison, then it will be El Canus from Leicester again. You don't build a winning team by buying relegated players. You just don't. Evening, Tony. Yeah, exactly. I think people will see just how clever and smart he is. I think obviously what we saw him do at Brentford, people were saying, yeah, he's got to play this way because they got to get 40 points. I think people are going to see just how smart he is, mate. I think he is going to win so many people over as the season goes on. And it's just a shame that we haven't brought in enough quality to help him do it even further and get Justin Concrane and all the others doing their bits. Big up, you. I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're good and well. One of my dearest friends. Big up to you, David Shire, buddy. A user is in the chat. Liv Vible's silence and just runs the clock down. Nothing will change whilst he is in charge of football negotiations. Yeah, he needs to step away, doesn't he? He literally said, like I said, in that video, August the 3rd, I don't get involved with transfers. Well, you do. And then they're not transfers anymore. So that has got to change. I hope after the window closes, I don't know what Charrington's complete remit is, but Vivian's there. I hope they sit down and have a long look and reevaluate, and Thomas Frank is able to put in, because he has said this is not how I want recruitment to be. Hopefully he can gutter it, ready for January. But yeah, this is always the concern, isn't it, a user? Rick Kane, big up to you, my man. Hope you're good and well. Yep, my life is back. Spurs are back. What can we do? What can we do, buddy? It's good to have life is back with Spurs and exciting times. Are you having others on? Just no, not tonight. Tonight I'm just chilling with you guys. I will be having others on once a week during the week, and I'll put the link in this chat here so people can come on, but not tonight. Not if your name's not down, you're not coming in. Not tonight. Not tonight. As that garage track, was it garage house, whatever. So your life is back with Thomas Frank. Yeah, mate. I honestly, my mojo, Alex. It's my mojo. I love it. Those, yeah, Kamal, they would. I can pretty much guarantee you that those 3 don't come in. As in all 3 of them. Not a chance. Not a chance. Put it this way, actually, going back to it, if Savinho doesn't come in, could I see a Pazan Lookman? Yes. Maybe, but all 3, no. Spurs, Patriots. Brian, my fear is that the rest of the league and club executives look at Spurs like Levy, leprosy. And if that is the case, THFC, Spurs is blind and they can't see yet. Spurs, Patriots, you're spot on. You're absolutely bang on the money. Like I said, was it on We Are Tottenham TV or was it when I did Late Night Lilywhite? When he came in and when he started, his transfer strategy talks were like a charm. I always remember one of the deals I looked at him ages ago and I was like, you are so ruthless. I don't know if people know the full story about the Hugo Lloris deal. We were going for him all summer. Then it came to deadline day. And Daniel Levy provided one price. I said, listen, you can either deal with this price, or we'll come and sign him for free in January. Your choice. I think it was 12, 13, 14 mil outright. And then they went, oh, for God's sake, go on, then we'll take the money. Lloris came over. As he got into the training ground, Levy changed the deal and said now it's 8 million and blah, blah, blah on fees, on bonuses or whatever, or add-ons, take it or leave it. He's in our trading ground, or we come and get him, and they're like, oh, for fuck. That worked back then. That worked. He could do it. It don't work now. Other teams are bigger and better and wiser to it. But you, Spurs Pedro, I completely agree with everything you just said there. Oh, 100% he is, Rick. 100% he is. Do you know what? I'm going to keep this one. Let's have another audience participation. Let's have another audience participation. And there's 161 of you joining in tonight, so it's all brilliant. So I think we all agree that Bentancur and Paulinho both start, both on the bench against. Who are you having as the third midfielder? You going Sarr for his form? You going Bergvall? It could be Archie Gray. It won't be Basuma. It won't be Basuma. So, if you could pick the third, this is like the predicted lineup. Who do you reckon is the third? Sam Jonesy 11. Is that 11 or 1? Yeah. So we got Sarr all day. Got to be Sarr. Yeah, I think it's going to be an overwhelming Pape Matar. And you know what? He has played extremely well. Purely for his legs from Bryce, you're right. We're away from home, Sarr. I think, yeah, we have got a 100% hit rate for Pape Matar. And you know what? I've said it. I think he's been the most improved player under Thomas Frank. And it may be the wise choice. It may be the wise. But the only reason I kind of threw it in the air is, do you want it when City are tiring? I know it's hard to say tiring when it's second game of the season. But, yep, we'll go with it. We'll go with Sarr. Lucky we won something last year and it took an Aussie to show the way. Aussie. Oi, oi. Listen, David, you know I love you. You know I love you. And an Australian did win it, like your fellow countryman. Now it's Thomas Frank. I'm tired of having the Ange Postecoglou. Not with you, David. Not with you at all. You're one of the most friendliest, welcoming, and level-headed and balanced Spurs fans and Australians with Bryce. And listen, it was time to go. But you love Tottenham. I know you've loved Tottenham for a lot longer. It's fantastic he won a trophy. But I'm sick and tired of having to talk about him. And when we lose a game, those fans come out. But when we win a game, it's just... but anyway, getting away from that. Hope you are good and well, brother. What if Savinho is using us to get a pay rise? Why don't put this into our head? Don't put this into our head. But could you imagine? I said on We Are Tottenham TV, if we become like a bitch. We're just there to facilitate players getting moves away or new contracts or, oh, you've really put that in my head now. Malware, what have you done? What have you done? The Eze debacle is yet another confirmation of Levy's incompetence. Yup. Exactly. No, yeah, exactly. I use caps sometimes to get that point across. It was soul destroyed. It was soul destroying. Just embarrassing. If it had been any other team, you could have gone, yeah, okay, well, we had our opportunity. We could have done it, but we didn't. But them lot, it just hurts. Mate, this is it. Basuma's foul of fallen foul of it. He will not suffer fouls. There's no dickhead policy. You're spot on, buddy. You are absolutely spot on. I honestly, I think he's going to be a special manager for us. Savio needs playing time for the World Cup. Correct. It's a massive one, isn't it? And he'll play on the left. And he knows that he's going to get first team football. He knows it. I don't see the problem. There are tons of number 10s out in the world. It's all about the intention. Yeah. But this is the thing. What number 10s are available right now? Apart from the ones we're talking about that are genuinely available. I wish there was a list of them. Right, that was the yeses for Alex Scott. That's for Alex Scott. Where are we? Mate, do you know what? That's it. Do you know what? Malwell, I'll take him all day long. All day long. But just like we were talking about Alex Scott, this guy would be mega, mega, mega money. They would put a price tag on his head, and I can't see us doing it, but I would take him in an absolute heartbeat. I'd even go back and get Semenyo. And honestly, Malwell, after his performance at Liverpool, I think he's a very good player. But again, Bournemouth don't need the money, and will they be able to spend it and get the replacements in? It's hard to judge because Scott has been out for a lot of last season. Donnelly's going to be a terrific player. But that, at the moment, the most regular game time and who's looked brighter, I would say Donnelly, but Alex Scott is a real talent. I will go on about signing Paz. Yeah. Sagmin Lee, you're right. They are going to be very difficult deals. And do you know what? Thank God we've got loads of time. And I mean loads of time to work on these difficult deals. I think he'd be brilliant for us. I would love it if Spurs grow some balls and went for him. I'd love it. I'd love it. He is. Sonny J, relax, brother. It's not jokers. People have different views and look at things. Just because they don't agree with you doesn't mean or you don't agree with them. Don't mean they're jokers. Don't mean they're jokers. Why would they be jokers? It's the way they see football. It's looking full throat. Yeah, get Semenyo, in move Kudus. Yeah, that would look great. That would look great. This I agree with. Kamal, this I agree with. But hopefully, I wouldn't say injury prone. He has picked up a couple, but he's so young. He's so young. But I do understand that. I do understand that. Kangin Lee is a natural 10. He only started playing with Joe. The versatility, Kangin Lee, it would be an advantage. He's a real difference maker. We saw that when he came on, didn't we? We saw the difference. He signed a major extension, which just makes it harder, doesn't it? It just makes it harder. Like we said, that has just made his price through the roof. Through the goddamn roof. Yes, for backup. He's got great foot. Well, I think we're still talking about Scott. Yeah. Kubo, he is. I haven't seen as much of him as many other people have. And I see people speak about him a lot. And I will go on what other people say about it. Yeah. Maybe I don't. Our scouting network, hopefully again there'll be a major overhaul. Hopefully there'll be again. Obviously Frank brought his people in, but they wouldn't have had time to set it. They would have had players for his Brentford team. Whether they fit in a Spurs team is another thing. But I think January, when it's a tough window to get players in, we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens in January/summer. But yeah, it's not been the best. Statue TV Norway. Sajid, only a marquee signing. Will Paul Levy out of this debacle? Will it pull him out of the debacle? I know he's pulled things out. He's had a tendency to pull things out when things get rife. I don't know. Oh, when I said where are people watching from? Okay, I got you. Statue TV, because I've seen Rizza say Melbourne. It'll get him out of the hole he's in, but the pressure will remain. No, because we don't need a backup. We don't even have a first team. Yeah, but that's why I said Hotspur, if we're still talking about Scott, if the number 10 was there, if the number 10 was in, would you do it? Kubo comes, Kudus moves to 10. Yep. That's the thing. He plays 10 for Ghana. He plays, excuse earlier essay message. Mate, Archer, send us as long a message, as many messages as you want, buddy. Never, you get given a character amount by YouTube. It's your decision to use them or not. I mean, could you imagine if YouTube didn't have a character limit and you could just write a message as long as you wanted? I'd probably get through about 4 messages in a show because they'd be like essays. I hope you're not talking that as in Mourinho, and that's probably when you're talking about Forest. Got Washington in the house, Western Australia in the house. On the Real Madrid of small clubs. Oh dear. Marinac Sedan's doing a great. Yeah, you can imagine that, couldn't you? There is that connection, though. I don't know if they've had any connections personally or through acquaintances. You never know. I mean, there is that connection, isn't there? Brian, let's have a look. Big up, Stefan. Big up from Philly. This window gives me. Yeah, this window has been one of the worst that I can remember. Worse than I can remember. But it could all change, but then it could all not change. But it's not. Oh, Alex, you're a Forest fan. So, Alex, are you actually a Forest fan? Oh, have you heard that from a Forest fan? Sorry, my bad. Ben, imagine he wins them the Europa. You know what? Forest have assembled a very good team. A very good team. Let's see what you do with them if it happened. And to get them relegated in the first. Can you imagine? And gets them relegated. We're all spitballing here, aren't we? And was to go in. If they got relegated, then we take Morgan Gibbs White at half price. It would be quite something. Kip, all the way in Cyprus, mate. I love doing these shows. I love doing these shows. We've got people from around the world. Are Forest getting? Listen, I don't know if they are. There's massive, massive doubts and clouds over Nuno's future. I think Forest are doing Nuno, or the hierarchy are doing Nuno a disservice for what he's done there. I think he's restored his reputation after the shit show that was ours. He won't take long to find a job. He won't take long at all. Where are we? Kudus won't play anywhere. You listen, he plays in the centre for Ghana. I would prefer to see Kudus predominantly on the right wing. But if we can't get a high caliber number 10 and we can get a high caliber right winger, then there's a conversation to have. Kudus can play right wing some of the time, but he can play there. Men are only damn right, and thank God, I have a very good one. As did my dad when I was talking about my mum. I live in London, get my medical weed from Canada. No joke, mate. Listen, when I first moved to Canada, when I first moved to Toronto, this is before weed became legal, like properly legal here. When I was working at Booking.com, I literally spoke to like my team or whatever, and I was like, "So this is before I was a team leader, so I was just on the phones." And I said, so "What do you do at the weekend?" And I just moved over here. They're like, "Do you know what?" And they said it was like I'm talking to you now. You know what? We all met up. We went and smoked a load of joints, got high, and had a laugh. I was like, shut up!" And they're like, "Right, this is Canada. They don't care." But mate, it's ridiculous. Literally walking down the road, you can smell it. Anywhere you go, they are very well known for growing good weed here. And seeing the adverts that at Christmas, you know, when the drink and drive adverts come out back home and probably around the world, there's actually adverts like that for don't smoke and drive. And it's got like a talking joint. I was like, Jesus, this is on like national TV. It blew my mind. Mate, always with my honesty, always. So let's have where are we? Pleasant surprise. Didn't know you. Oh, you should have, Curly. I put a tweet out on the community section, and I said it today on the morning show. And I didn't do it yesterday. I was like, I am going to do it today, and here we are. Big up, Callum. Thank you very much indeed. It is a story, mate. That's the short version. That's the short version. The bit I left out actually is the January before we got talking. I was with a girlfriend who wasn't Jewish like I am. And I was once the relationship was coming to an end. And I literally stood at my grandpa's grave and said, "Do you know what? I'm going to be your only Jewish grandson that marries a Jewish woman." And her name is, she was still in Canada. We still hadn't connected. 18 months later, we were married. Whether you believe in those kind of spiritual things is another thing. But yeah, I left that bit out. That's the short version that I was telling earlier. If Ali Gold isn't going on vacation for the last few weeks of the window, then we're screwed. Yeah, Mal, I think people are going to start doing GoFundMes next year to send him on holiday. Cheers, Joe. Like I said, it's one of the, like when I went sober, I got the prize that I wanted. It wasn't when I went sober, right, let me go sober so I can get it. That was not the intention. But she is a very, very special lady to me. And literally, she is my oxygen. She is everything. Does she like football? So I took her to a game where we were sitting in a box, thanks to Danny Rose's dad, Nigel. And it was when we played Bournemouth and won 4-0 in the last season of the Lane. And I let her know that there's an ex-Arsenal player on there, or a loaned one, called Jack Wiltshire, and he's going to get a load of abuse. And he did. She did not get the tribalism. She does try and watch games with me when I force her to. She doesn't mind it. She prefers not to watch it. She loves her American football. But when games are important to me and I can't get to the yard, she'll sit down and watch it with me. And she does pay attention. She started to pay a bit more attention. She's when she's working from home, her office is like literally outside, and there's a door that will lead through to it. And I'm sure she's hearing what I say when she's not in meetings, because she'll sit down and say, so what's going on with this Sonny, like human son or whatever? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, I know. And then I realized she must have heard me. But yeah, she's not massive into football. She loves the World Cup and everything. You've got so many people that love the World Cup and Euros or Copa America. She's one of those. And especially seeing that it's going to be in Toronto next year, or in Canada, America, and Mexico. It is a very complicated buy. Zach, big up to you. Donnelly isn't good enough as a backup. He is still spot on. Absolutely spot on. Just like my boy Alfie, who scored a wicked goal for Preston last week. And I'm actually connected, because when Alfie went, I put so many comments. Alfie, do well. Preston, you've got a good one. And I've actually connected with about 6 or 7 Preston guys that I now chat to weekly about Alfie, about Spurs, and they love what they've seen from him in that first half. And they said they've already got a chant for him. I forgot to ask what the chant was. 4-1 win tomorrow. I'm going 2-1. We've had a 4-2, a 2-1 for the wins. Go on, I love it. I love it. Say, bro, my old man, he passed away in January. I'm so sorry about that, Jordan, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences to you and your family. Joe, like I said, the act of chivalry and being a romantic, it's the most rewarding thing, isn't it? I am such a soppy bastard. I never call my wife by her. I'll say her name here now, Ilana. If I ever say her name to her, she knows I'm pissed off with her. It's always darling, sweetheart, beautiful. All the pet names. I only being a romantic. I love being a romantic, and just she from a troubled background, her parents are divorced. She's never really been romantic herself, but she does things now which I know are hard for her because she's not used to, or now she's used to it with me. But listen, if you can't show your love to the one you love, and especially with what I've been going through, struggling for work, and she's been working the whole time, allowed me to piss off to England when needed, the least I can do is show her how much. She's got the most incredible laugh in the world, and I always say, as long as I hear her laughing, I know I'm doing a good job. So yeah, it's all about looking after the ones you love, isn't it? Back to football. This is where we go back and forth and have wonderful conversations about other things as well. I'll tell you a story, Joe, very quickly. I'll tell you a story about my dad, the romantic. People will know back home in England, sorry, let's take a vape. People will know back home in England, we have holidays called half term. I know over here you have like Christmas, Easter, summer holidays. But in England, after your summer holiday, 6 weeks later, you get a week off, which is called half term. 6 weeks later, it's the Christmas break. 6 weeks later, it's half term. 6 weeks later, it's Easter holiday. Generally, you get the picture. we used to go away every February half term with my mum, my dad, and 2 sets of other parents that had 2 kids each around our age group. Every week, every year, we used to go to different places. We went to Bournemouth this time. And this time, it so happened to fall on Valentine's Day. And my dad normally pulls out all the stops for Valentine's Day, whatever. Anyway, went down for breakfast and we all sat at a big table. And everyone gave their Valentine. They all arranged to give Valentine's cards. So and their presents to their wives and what. So they gave their gifts and my mum gave my dad my gifts. My dad went, oh, shit. Ah, damn it. I've left everything at home. Ah, God damn it. What? And everyone was like, oh, my God, we've beaten Dave. We've beaten Gary. We've done. And my mum's face stretched like, oh, it's okay. You normally, and she couldn't get it in her head. Anyway, having breakfast. As we're having breakfast, my parents have been married 14 years at this time. 14 Valentine's Day cards were delivered to her because my dad had sent them in early. Followed by 14 bouquets of a dozen red roses, or different coloured roses, sorry. A barber string quartet came and sang to my mum. And then my mum got a diamond necklace. And then everyone else around the table, and all the husbands and wives that were in this hotel having breakfast with us were like, fuck me. They were so pissed off with him. Everyone was. And my dad had just pulled. That's just one of the kind of things that my dad does or has done throughout their marriage. And they've now been married 48 years. And honestly, every single one of my friends, my sister's friends, family, friends of the family, their friends, these two, honestly, if I could be half the man my dad is, I have done a very, very good job. Let's put it that way. Right, back to Spurs. I'm sure as I get further down, we're gonna go off piste. I think we're banking on Savinho to get over the line, and I think, and I don't think we have a plan B if Savinho doesn't happen. You're spot on. Spot on. Tottenham Clowns Premier League. Okay, Mehdi. Daniel Levy, yes. Tottenham, no. But thanks for stopping by. For no apparent reason. Clown by okay. Clown Hotspur, mate. You're whatever time you did this, 9:42, and it's now 10. Whoa, we're way behind. Okay, there's loads of. I'm going to skip some of the Savinho or Paz or whatever comments because we dealt with it. Let's see if we get some new things. But Mehdi, if you've come in, as you've seen, this chat is wonderful, appreciative, welcoming. If you want to waste your time putting things in like this, then you do what you on a Friday or Saturday morning. You do you. Pellegrini on loan. Pellegrini on loan. Paz and Savinho. Big up, Dan, Nidom 24. Big up to you. Every year, wait till the end of it. Levy doesn't get the price points. Yep, correct. Zach, what are we saying? Coincidence. Levy gives himself a raise. He's so stingy to. Oh, mate. When he releases his bonus in April, my good God, it is going to be carnage. Spurs officials show the vid last meeting with City, but they don't factor Maddison, Kulu, and Son are absent. No one to replace them. Maybe Porro will get. It's so true. It's so true. Maddison got 2 goals. Kulu got the assists. Johnson got the 4th, didn't he? With Timo Werner. Even Timo Werner, who got the assist. It's Porro. Porro hat-trick tomorrow. Yeah, I think he's getting the sack. I don't think he has been sacked. Harvey Elliott would be a decent choice. He would be, but I just don't know if he's that X factor. He's not the needle mover that an Eze was, a Gibbs White would have been. Yeah, he's hanging by a thread for sure. He's hanging by a thread. Yeah, it's another good signing for them, buddy. It's another good signing. Yeah, Stefan, I agree with you. He's been absolutely shafted if he does. I saw it all about last night. It's not saying, yeah. So that's all about Nuno. Where else we got? Yeah, I think Potter is hanging by a thread, isn't he? He's hanging by an absolute thread. I feel sorry for him. Oh, Brycey. Wolfie would go nuts. Wolfie would go nuts. Brian, our Southampton support. Yeah, listen, Kamal, you can keep going on. You keep going on with this one and pulling at that thread. I'm saying that I think in a few years with his development, he will be. I think he will be. He is a young prodigy, or not prodigy, he's a young talent. And maybe Everton can get something out of him. I'm not going to write a player off for the rest of his career based on one horrific season at Southampton, or not him being horrific, the team being horrific. I'm not going to write him off still as a teenager and not think that he won't come good at some point in his career. I think Everton is perfect here. Exactly. There are managers that can get the best out of people. We are up. Yep. We've been after him for a while. We should get him now because, mate, do you know what? I was scared we weren't going to go in for him because we'll pay that big money. He's on $5,000 a week at Southampton. It may have been 10 last season. It got knocked down because of relegation. Tyler Dewey will grow. Exactly. I think he will go on to be a good player, a very good player, but we'll just have to wait and see. But thankfully, if he had come to Tottenham here and now, it could have been a huge problem. It could have been a huge problem for him as well, because he would have got unneeded and unwarranted crap thrown at him for Spurs signing him rather than real quality. Roy, good evening, sir. Rodrigo has realised that Real Madrid is not going to work for him. If this is true, he is looking elsewhere. Then we'll... Again, yes, agreed with this part, Roy. But if they desperately want him, I still don't think Man City will go, okay, we need to get rid of him. Let's drop the price. We shall see. What Sonny said. Johnson has to start tomorrow in the sunlight role. As Man City was, as Son was Man City's nemesis. Big up to Son for scoring 2 against him. Messi, team 2. Hope he comes back in Jan. Yeah, you never know. He could come back in Jan. I don't know. When you say play the Son position, I don't think there is a Son position in the formation we play tomorrow in the 5-3-2. We'll have to wait and see. But maybe Johnson comes on late. Oh, you're carrying on, Mehdi. Okay. Carry on. If compared to 8, Alfie Divine, listen, you could put any 8 up against there, Kamal. I am Alfie Divine's biggest supporter, Alfie Divine's biggest fan. So I think that guy's going to be a world superstar. I'm honestly that confident and that much belief in him. Oh God, yeah. If he played, it would be. Again, yeah, we've got there. Troy Parrott is flying at AZ Alkmaar. And you know, I think it was still I heard yesterday. Was it yesterday? Players that go out to Holland for the youth, like Parrott, and you see it with England, like McAway. Why can't I remember his name? The one that's from Chelsea to Arsenal, Madueke. People go over there, and do you know what? Fair play to English or British talent that are going to other countries in Europe to get their education, because it's doing them the world of good rather than just sitting at their first team or going to the lower leagues. Troy Parrott is doing very well for himself, and fair play to him. Oh, that's brilliant, Beyond 72, and it's very, very true. Very, very true. I don't see how Savio will get the playing time he wants at City. Yeah, I love Oscar Bob, by the way. Love Oscar Bob. Don't know. Apparently he's available, Stefan. Apparently he's available. Well, mate, you want to carry on. His actual real name is Savio. Clown. His real name is Savio. He was nicknamed Savino. His real name is Savio. So make of that what you will. His real name is Savio. Rodri, yeah. Well, Foden, you know what? Foden needs to have a big season. He was useless last season, wasn't he? Yeah, he's a top player. He's a top player. We can win tomorrow. We deserve it after the shitty we've had with transfers. You do realise we are finished. Yep, big problem if Kudus was to get injured. Big problem. We're not the same team anymore. We won a trophy. Stand by it, brother. Stand by it. Rodri, no, he's not. No, he is not, brother. You've had a load of fantastic takes. This is not one of them. Rodri is fantastic. Yes. I think we will be saying that a lot this week, upcoming week. He is back. Whether he is fit to play, we'll see. But I think he will play. Big up, Scott. Hope you're good and well, buddy. Good night, geezer. Good night, my man. Oh, wicked. Enjoy Basement, mate. Enjoy Basements, Jack. Enjoy. I'm looking forward to Monday when I go to Oasis. As is, it's the difficult deal. I don't know, Stefan. Listen, their midfield is good. Their midfield is very good. Don't get me wrong. And especially, Reinders, he looked very, very impressive. But I think we're going to have opportunities in that midfield. I really, really do. And Thomas Frank will have a plan. He'll have an idea. Let's have a look. Yeah, we might have a slight chance. I think we win. Big up, Daniel. Big up, Daniel, dejected Spurs fan. For everyone, his name, exactly what I was just saying, Roy. Exactly what I was just saying. Oh, mate, Callum, was it half? Weren't it just? Eze looks like... Oh, dear. Gil was number 10. Listen, don't knock our second longest serving. I can't believe that sentence when I say it. The second longest serving player at this football club is Brian Hill. How bad is that? Yeah, I mean, I still rate Eze. Eze is a game changer. But I've lost all the love I've had for him has been wiped out. Where are we? Let's hope Kudus don't. Yeah, we've said that. Let's get away from. Okay, Mehdi, enough of you. You're on a timeout right now, but anymore, I will block you. Enough of you. Where are we? I've just lost where we are. Where were? Oh, there we are. I found it. Won't be able to have 2 or 3 at West Ham. Yeah, I just can't see us doing it. That I'm with you on this one, Zach. He's on loan at Preston, buddy. He's on loan at Preston. And yeah, he did score a beauty. He did. Do you ever see Alfie Devine? Yes, I do. If he has a good loan, I know Preston have got an option to buy. I think he smashes it this season at Preston. We don't sell him. Justin Concrane loves him. Justin Concrane worked with him before, both earlier in his Spurs career and at England level. Actually, I don't think it was England level, but definitely he loves Alfie Devine. I honestly see, hopefully next season, I think next season he could be with the squad, and I think he'll get into the first team next season as a bit part, and then the season after, hopefully as a major part. But I think if we were to sell him and he goes wherever, he'll be back in the Premier League top club within 3 years. And hopefully we put a buyback clause in there because I think he's going to go on. I think he's going to go on to very, very big things. This is the thing. Come out as soon as we go in for him. If we go in for him with the rumours, Chelsea will just step up, and I don't want to be anywhere near that. He has been loaned out. Agreed. Pep drinking lots of water tomorrow and bemoaning. Could well be. Could you imagine? I think it's a big game for him. I think they are gettable at the back. What it is tomorrow, we have to be very clinical and ruthless. And when we have an opportunity, we have to bloody well take it. There's no exactly, yeah. There will exactly. I completely agree. Xavi Simons, mate, it's been like this for so long. But maybe they need to move players out or whatever, but he'll be a Chelsea player. He could be. He could well be. I think we need a minimum Paz Savio, loner, attacking mid Paz. Yep. I defender would be a bonus. Diego NYC. Well, listen, you're a Man City fan by it. If you're still in the chat, how do you feel about this? I've seen a lot of Man City fans saying they'll be really upset if he goes, which is always a good sign for the playing club. But you know what? I'm going to skip right down to the bottom and work my way. Let's skip down a bit because it's a lot of talk. And I can see, make sure, because I don't know how long I'll go on for, because I can feel the yawns coming on. I'll go on for a little bit more. Brian, call me bonkers, but I've been obsessed with the thought. Noosa is a name that could well enter the fray. The fray, Bryce, brother. He could well enter the fray because Thomas Frank did want him at Brentford. These people, do you know what? I would have them. The two you've mentioned, I would have. They would be people I would take. Exactly, Mike. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. Let's see what Zach said. We won our first European trophy in 40 years. You would think so spot on. So spot on. You'd think this would be it. Yes, you'd think this would be it. Big up, Chip. Big up. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much for those kind words. I do appreciate it. Our chairman is doing stuff in the background. Yeah, I don't trust anything that man does. Correct. Or he does have a strategy. It's hit, hope, and don't plan. And don't listen to managers and directors of football. Yeah, let's have a look. Where else are we? Ched, I heard we're advancing. Yeah, look, one thing I will say, Ched, and this is a common Daniel Levy and Tottenham Hotspur playbook. When things have been going shit, and then we have the thing that happened with Eze, make it look like you're working, or at least that you're working on this deal. So the next big game right now, where things should be fully aimed at Levy, and they will be tomorrow. Trust me, there will be Levy out chants saying by the glorious away fans. It's a very common, thing to do. I think there is something in it, but it's going to be a very long, troubled deal. I want to chat to you on private. Maybe bring something back for me when you come back. Yeah, buddy, listen, I don't know if you follow me on social media. Send me a direct message. I'll do it again, and I'll say it again I put my email in the chat before, and I'll say it again with the 143 of you in here. I have received emails from people in the States and Canada that want to be a part of what I'm going to try and put together to have the international side of protesting against this ownership. My email has now been put in the chat. That's my private, personal email. Send me a message if you follow me on direct, if you follow me on social media, but if you don't have social media or don't follow me, send me an email. I'll get back to you. I have received some that I need to get back to, but I haven't been able to due to all the streaming I've done. I've been knackered. But Sonny, if you send me an email, we can talk and then start going from there. Alex, you need to add a bit more depth into and especially seeing that I've skipped, so I do apologize, buddy. Yeah, it would have been us. It will be us if there's anywhere. Right, I'm going to move away from. Right, we've got to the Pape Sarr talk. Third midfielder, a random fan. Oh, Scott, you do make me laugh. You can't listen. Sarr has been playing very, very well for us and deserves the shirt at the moment. Okay, Destiny went for Bergvall. My prediction, Payne for tomorrow. Are you talking tomorrow or are you talking the window or both? There's a lot of people saying Sarr. If we sign a 10, does Sarr start over Bentancur? I don't think so. Do you know what, really? 44. I think that's a new name as well. So welcome. If it's not a new one, I just see so many names. I apologise, but welcome. I think Sarr has done very, very well. I think Bentancur and excuse me, Bentancur and Paulinho, I think, are the first midfield two for most of the games, especially games like this. Maybe the rotation with the 4 competitions, Reading. Maybe it is. Maybe it could be. We'll see. Do you think Solanke will get back in the team? No. No, Ben, I don't. And I'm a fan of Solanke's, and I think if we had quality, if we'd got the Eze and whatever around him, I think Solanke could be exceptional, or not exceptional, whoa. Could do very, very well for us. But I'm a firm believer if you're playing like Richie is, that's your shirt. And until you get a suspension, injury, or let's say Solanke keeps coming off the bench and scoring because you haven't been, I can't see you can't drop Richie at the moment. Yeah, he does have a decent shot on him, Bryce. He really does. He really does. I don't know if Johnson starts, buddy. I mean, if I go through the lineup, I think it'll be obviously the back 5 that start, or 6, including Vicario. The 3 will be, as we've said, Bentancur, Paulinho, Bentancur, Paulinho, and Sarr, and it'll be Kudus and Richarlison up front. I don't even see Johnson. I see Johnson coming off the bench. I definitely myself don't see Johnson starting. As to Forest for me and MG, maybe. You'll play me at 10 if Sarr got injured. Yeah, I used to love playing. I used to play the Teddy Sheringham role when I first started playing football, just off the striker. I was that one that could see the pass, had goals in me, but I actually loved a brilliant through ball better than a goal, scoring them. I think back 3, making 5 Scott tomorrow all day long. If Ange goes to Nottingham Forest, thoughts and do you know what I will say, if he goes to Forest, let's just say he does, and I don't mean this about the Bryces, the David Shires, but I mean the hardcore extreme fans that will go to Forest. I wonder how long till we hear about that. But you are right, Scott. It would be. But don't get me wrong. I get the fans that are upset about Ange. I get the fans that are patriotic. I get the fans that he won us a trophy. He should have stayed. It's that hardcore ones that have just been wildly out of control that I would not be sorry to see go. We're going to win tomorrow. Richie going to eat his Weetabix. Romero going to drink his mate with Regina Paulinho. Listen, I do think we win tomorrow. I do think we win tomorrow. Seriously. Sarr. Okay. Sarr has to be the new son, Elixir against. Yeah, I think Kudus is important tomorrow. I think Danso with his long throws tomorrow, and the defense have to be up to it because obviously it's Haaland up top. Romero probably put a nice little leveler on him to start off with. It would be funny. I don't rate Eze anyway. I'm sure you did beforehand. Big up Brian Brown. Big up to you. Like to see Kudus as a 10 tomorrow with Richie and that's some very good thinking. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe that might be a second half thing, Brian. Maybe that didn't even think of that option and actually having 2 up top. The only issue you'd kind of have with this, Brian, that I'm thinking just out loud, is if we need to bring a striker on. But I do like your thinking. I do love that train of thought. I do love that train of thought. We need to send out the bloodhound. Yeah. Crazy career. Like, he didn't get injured at all at Leeds. Come back, he's injured. Yeah. Danny Olmo, I would love, but you were talking about injury prone. There's an injury prone player, unfortunately. Matt O'Reilly won't leave Brighton. We can't go to Brighton. They will be big money, or not big money, but they are very clever when it comes to. Yeah, Scott's right. Donnelly's not even starting for a championship team right now. He will be a very good player. He will be. He will be a very good player. Cliver has, Joe Artistocker. He played in the Bournemouth team. He was amongst the goals last season for Bournemouth and became a very vital player for them. I think he could do very well at Tottenham. What's Rod Kane saying? Archie Gray trialing with the Vienna boys. Have people been watching the James Maddison video? I loved it. Looking forward to see what Archie Gray Maddison puts on YouTube. I think, if anything, I want to see Paulinho Bergvall start. Yeah, we'll see. Guys, let's talk about how the fuck Chelsea got a player like Joe. Yeah, do you know what? They fight. They don't care about the rules, buddy. And when they get their comeuppance, which is a fine, they're like, all right, we'll take the fine. They'll have the players they want, and they'll take the fine and go, yeah, just fine us. There you go. We still got the players. If they get a transfer embargo, they've got 386 players, but we're still got to be aligned with PSR and FFP, but don't do anything with the amount we can spend. Check out Manchester. Yeah, that's true. We're scared of us as well. Rodgers should be the one, but yeah, Mike, I think Rodgers is a very, 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 very good player. Very impressed with him last season, but it is going to take ridiculous money. And we've got to remember as well, if we were to sell more, let's just play imaginary land. If we were to go and get Morgan Rodgers, they need to go and get a replacement for a key player, and it's running out of time. Clearly, that's why Barca wanted almost 50. Of which one are you talking about, Jazz? It's like a great name, by the way. How is yeah, he did have it in another font, didn't he? Chelsea are the Bank of Brighton. They really are. No way nobody can pull out Levy from this. Yeah, I don't think he can be saved. What time? 7 p.m. I believe it's 7 p.m. Daniel. Why am I being told that it was? So let's have a look. At what time does the transfer window close in England? Yeah, 7 o'clock. It is changed. It's closing at 7 o'clock UK time, so 2 p.m. Toronto time. What a weird time to do it. 7 p.m. It's normally 11, isn't it? We've just got another super chat. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, we've had a few. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I've left a few out. I am so sorry. And love what you do for fans. COYS, I'm so sorry if you've missed this, buddy. I did not see them coming through. I am so sorry. But thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Super. No comment from Lillian, but thank you very much. Or Liran, thank you. And Malware just put one in. Levy logic be like 11 days. That's ages. We'll charm them. Praise Morgan's left foot and throw in Tottenham tour with a Kane photo. Yeah. We've left it way too late. I do apologise for the super chats I missed. And if you're still here, thank you for them. Thank you very much indeed. How do you feel if you get... I would be very happy. I would be very happy. Diego, I don't know if you've been in the chat, and I'll get down to it. I don't know how Man City fans seem to be very, very upset about, or what I've seen. Obviously, that's not the large sections of it, because I don't know many Manchester City fans, but what I've seen on social media, you won't be best pleased. But then if you get a Rodrigo in, I'm sure that will lighten the anger. Yeah, just like Mike said, it can confirm it is 7 p.m. Oh, Jose is coming in for Basuma. Please God. Although what they're saying as well, Mike, is Basuma wants to stay in the Premier League, because if he stays another year, he's eligible for a British passport, which is what he's wanting. So if it's a loan, he might have to do a loan in Turkey and then do another year. I don't know how that works. But maybe if he knows near the end of the season, like you're not going to play, or near the end of the window, and he gets first team football, maybe he goes. Spurs to finish 17th again. The playing squad is weaker, but the coach... Yeah, we won't be 7th. Tarzan, I can guarantee we will not be 17th. Absolutely no chance whatsoever Spurs are finishing 17th. Nutter. Pep literally wants Rodrigo. That's why hopefully you guys bid for him. Okay, so you look like you're happy to let him go. Would you be happy to let him go without Rodrigo coming? Would you be happy to see him come or leave if you weren't getting Rodrigo? Big up Marty, all the way in the central coast of Sydney. Big up to you. Am I reading on social media that supporters are unhappy with it? Am I reading on social media from supporters saying those of us unhappy with Levy? Yeah, do you know what, Randy? This happens all the time. Obviously, what happens, the international fan base as a whole, I think a lot of them are very, very angry with Levy. And I know a lot of people back home are, but it's the people prepared to act and protest. That I've seen it when we've done protests where I've had 200 or 300 people at my protest that I was part of, not mine, but that I was part of. But they won't come and stand and protest or do anything. But then in the stadium, thousands of them will sing Levy out because they don't believe in protest, or they want to be in the pubs, or having something to eat before games. I don't think we are the vocal minority. I think the vocal minority turn up at the protests when there should be a lot more. But it depends which way you look at it. And right now, there's a lot of people angry with him because of what has happened in the window. But if he pulls another couple of rabbits out of the hat, people will then be like, okay, fine. I'm not leaving out anymore. So it's very different. Leon, big up to you. 10 or... Oh, mate, you didn't have to put a super... Actually, I wouldn't be able to see. Thank you, buddy. You didn't put one in for the first one. So thank you for putting it here. 10 and or left wing is vital. Yeah, for me, there's no or. It's and. Akiliush could be brilliant, even though he's best on the right, but then Kudus can play 10. Paz, I prefer Paz, but I haven't seen enough of the Akiliush. I haven't seen enough of him to say, do you know what? Yeah, get him. He's a baller. And one of the things I've always said is I'm not going to comment big time and go, oh, don't get him. He's a nobody, because obviously nobody's with Thomas Frank, or not that he is. You know what I mean? People that I haven't heard of, I'm not going to be like, okay, because I know Thomas Frank develops. We know his record for doing it. So we shall see. But I do prefer Paz out of them. Ange knows Mr. M a lot. Remember, he gave that. I didn't know that, Sam. I didn't know that. So thank you. Only in his second season. Yep. Nuno will go to... Oh, do you know what? This is the thing. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, mate, it's embarrassing the laws and feet. Yeah, it blows me away. We will ruin Kudus here at 10 because it's an option for him to come out. It is an option. Sad, mate. Literally, you can walk down the road and there's weed shops, and you can. When I go to, you can buy weed at Niagara Falls. You can grow it here as well, but you can't. I don't know the full. I only took weed when I was like 16, 17, when I was younger, and my God, it doesn't agree with me. Thank God, it doesn't agree with me. And the reason I say thank God is because of my addictive personality. If I got hooked on that as well, bloody hell. Big up, Sherman. Yeah, I mean that would be incredible, wouldn't it? But I don't think. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. That's brilliant. Yep. It's Thomas Frey. Brentford are an incredibly well-run football club. An incredibly well-run football club. So when they do it, even with the new manager, and I fear for Brentford this year, and I'm going to keep a close eye on them because I have a very, I love what they stand for and what they do for their community, for their fans, the way they treat their fans, the incentives they do. So yeah, we'll big up Kudos. Let's have a look. Big up, Brian. Watched the game in Toronto, Scotland Yard several times. Great atmosphere. Love the Spaghetti Factory too. Yeah, mate, the Scotland Yard is where it's at. I will be there in what now? They're opening at 6:45 for us. It's 11:07 now. I don't know if you're in Toronto now or you came on a visit. The Spaghetti Factory next door, the Italian restaurant next door, it's so weird. When I first went there was when I came here to get married. It's got carousels in it where you can eat in the carousel. It's a unique restaurant that serves brilliant Italian food. Well, I say brilliant, very good Italian food. If you are in Toronto, buddy, get down more often, mate. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there for Bournemouth. And after the international break. Kudos. I hope we get Savio over light. Exactly. There's no point believing it. Daniel, big up, buddy. Big up, my man. Big up, my friend. Let's have a look. Archer, Scott. I'm just going to bring up the comments now. Oh, my God. The number one Agon bar is up. The number one Agon bar is up at 3:30 in the morning. That was an hour ago, but big up to you, buddy, if you're still here. Much love to you. Brian, back then, what was the price of the admission to White Hart Lane? When are we talking about? Put it this way, my first season ticket that I got in 1995-96 season, 94-95 Klinsman. Yeah, 95-96 was £150 for the season. £150. Yeah, it's definitely been a slight change since then. Definitely. Exactly. What the hell is Agenbar doing up? What the hell is Agenbar doing up at this time? But it's great that he's with us. It's great that he's with us. There's a lot of people talking for each other. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I think he does. Buddy. He's just been putting random nonsense in. But hey ho. Steve Parrish giving Levy a mate. You know what? The chickens have come home to roost, buddy. Chairman are doing this with him now. Chairman are doing it. Like we said, it comes to the point where you should use transfers, negotiations, and a chance to build relationships and good working relationships. So then buying and selling becomes, he burns bridges. And now people are playing him his own game. And fair play to them. Fair play. Big up in whatever you do to be called back to work at this time. I'm guessing it may be emergency service or something. And if it is, well done for your service. If it's something else, whatever it is, I bet you're not happy getting called into work. And actually, wait, is that Jersey as in UK Ireland or is that New Jersey, America? We'll soon find out. Oh, yeah, but he's coming with Levy as a fraud and a liar. which is very, very true. Oh, big time. Big time. Kudos. I mean, that's the thing. Bentancur. Elliott's just another Bentancur signing. Really? I think he's a good player. I think he's a very good player. I don't think he makes a massive difference like the Eze's or Gibb Whites would do. I think we will score set pieces. It's going to, listen, I think set pieces is going to be our main threat. Main threat tomorrow. He's not with the owners. West. Oh, Graham Potter, we want you to stay. Hey, mate, do you remember that people actually wanted him to be Spurs manager? For some reason. I think he was doing, do you know what? He was doing so well at Brighton. So well. And then the big job Chelsea came. And maybe it came too early for him. And now he's at West Ham. That's a shit show. Imagine the meltdown if Andrew... Yep. Another, yep. Deblin was not what we needed. Correct. Completely agree. King Oasis is in the chat. Big up to you, buddy. I don't know which player you're talking about right now, because obviously we've been talking back and forth. But if it was Savinho, he's only on 40 grand at Man City. They've had the fee. It's not official. It has gone. It's been accepted. They're in talks. It will go through probably. It will probably be going through in the next day or so. King Oasis, yeah, this is the worry. I don't think if he does this and we don't, he could be he's in serious trouble anyway. Correct. And I think he'll do well at Everton, and I think within a few years maybe he'll move on to a bigger, better club. No disrespect to Everton. Yeah, mate. First of all, my credit rating ain't the best anyway. I'm working on it, but yeah, I don't see someone giving me £4 billion. I don't see it. And do you know what? I'm watching at the moment. I don't know if people have been watching it on Netflix, the Dallas Cowboys documentary about when Jerry Jones took over, who was rumoured. Just hearing him and how he got his money, and he was in a lot of debt and found an oil well that earned him 100 million, and the rest is history. But yeah, I don't think I see people being able to give me £4 billion. But do you know what? There's nothing more that I would love than to be the person that gets to go, Daniel Levy, you're fired. That would be the greatest job satisfaction. Brian, mate, my hunch is we're going to get only one player in. If I had to choose, it would be a 10, but a left wing wouldn't be that bad. Someone who can play, but yeah, that would be getting one that, if it was to be one, it needs to be one that can play both. Definitely agree with you there. I think I don't know if a number. I'm trying to work out what is more vital. I think the 10 is more important, especially we're going 3-5-2. The 10 is still there, so to speak. I hope we get both. Everton, they are. Amazing what a new stadium can do, a game-changing stadium can do, isn't it? You can start moving differently immediately, even when you've got loads of debt to pay back. Who would have thought? We still need 3 to 4 signings. 10 left wing striker, left wing back. If we could get 4 in R709, that's the exact 4 I would be. Although I am kind of maybe right back, because Spence could be left back cover for Destiny, and right back we can bring in Huddle Waddle. 4:30 in Sweden. Off to work till 8. Then off to a game with my son's team. I'm the manager. We will rush home just in time for the mate. Have a great day. That is an action-packed, mate. Your time that you've got. I mean, I wake up. For me, these ones. All right, my wife's away. She comes back tomorrow. But to me, I get a game done. Kick off 7:30. So 7:30, 8:15, 8:30, 9:15. Let's say 9:20, 9:30 with it, stoppage time. I've got the rest of the day to myself, which is lovely when Spurs win. But when Spurs lose on a 7:30, it is goddamn horrible. Oh, was it? Did we get the? Here we go. Has it already been given up? There we go. See, there we go. It's done. It's done. King Oasis, I will have to say, I'm actually going to see Oasis on Monday, and I can't wait. I cannot bloody well wait for it. Honestly, I can't wait. Yeah, well, do you know what? It took them a long time to get Ashley out, but they were constant and they were true, and they literally said enough is enough and just made it as toxic as possible, and it does need to be done. Oh, Vinnie Jones. Yeah, Vinnie Jones in today's world will get sent off every single moment. Paulinho can be that guy, not the enforcer, so to speak. He's a tackling machine. Like a Wanyama, you mean? What? I loved Wanyama. Yes, Noni Madueke. I couldn't remember his name. Exactly. He seems to have been knuckled down. Oh, mate, he's quality. Him, Rico Lewis, they are quality. They are quality. Yep, we are playing today, or it's still not today for me. It's almost today. It's almost today. Aussie Frank Lover, big up to you, buddy. What's wrong with what, guy? If you're talking about me, there's nothing wrong with me, buddy. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, mate, that's a yearly thing, isn't it? But the last week of the window is always ready for frying more. Rodri, yep, he's incredible. Question: do you think Yummy Spurs YouTuber has a lot? I don't know. They obviously big following, big following, and obviously that part has gone with Sonny, but they're still there with Yang, although he's on loan at Portsmouth. She probably has a lot of influence out on the career. I would imagine so. Rodri doesn't win Ballon d'Or. Yeah, this is also very true. That's very true. Mate, do you know what? Do you know what? I am so lucky. Obviously, they were coming to Toronto. I would have loved to have got a ticket when they first came out. But I just couldn't. I could not. Like I said, with me being out of work for so long and my health issues and my wife literally working non-stop, I couldn't justify spending that amount of money on a ticket. Anyway, a few months later, a very good friend of mine, and there's a twist to this story as well. A friend of mine said, Brian, listen, I'm coming to... He's literally going everywhere with Oasis, apart from Japan and another country, but everywhere else he's going. I had loads of mates coming with me to Toronto. One of them's just dropped out. Do you want the ticket? And I was like, how much? He said face value. And I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, by the time he let me know a few months ago, I thought my health would be better. I'll be in work. Then a couple of weeks ago, I'd say, listen, mate, I'm really, really sorry. I haven't been able to find work. I haven't been able to find whatever. I'm not going to be able to take the ticket. I'm sorry if I've let you down. She's like, no, bro, don't worry, mate. I understand that completely. I'll sell it on whatever. I'll make my money back. So that was fine. And I was like, oh, damn, I'm not going. But the stadium where they're performing is quite near me. So my wife said, listen, you can't go, but I know a place where I can drive you and we'll be able to hear it. Clear as day. Won't be able to see it, but you'll be able to hear it. It was like, we'll go car, take a picnic. I was like, okay, that sounds lovely. Literally yesterday, one of my friends was going with someone and now they can't go. And she said, Brian, do you want to come? The ticket will cost you nothing. So I'm now going to Oasis. I've got my hand on a second ticket that's going to cost me absolutely nada. So I'm very, very lucky. Yeah, we would love one of them. Playing on the counter and set pieces. Tony, you're right. You are absolutely right. Yep. See, I'm having mixed. I don't know. If he comes, he comes. I haven't seen enough of him, and like I said, I will trust Frank to develop them. What? Our second long. Well, apparently yesterday we offered him and who was it? Solomon? We offered him and Solomon to Roma, and Roma said absolutely not. On loan, that was. Yeah, his name is everywhere, Oscar. His name is everywhere, but this deal will be very, very complicated. One of my good friends, Jason. I hope you and the family and the boys are well. Hope you're all good. Mate, that I remember that clear as day. Clear as day, watching it at my grandparents, mate. Was an incredible, incredible moment. And I can't believe we haven't been to an FA Cup final since. Just got another super chat in. Would I take Paqueta in this window from Pavan? Yes, I absolutely bloody well would. But I don't think it happens at all because I don't think West Ham sell to us 2 players in a window. And thank you for the comment about the love about these streams. I'm loving doing them as we enter 2 hours, 20 minutes. 2 hours, 20 minutes we've been going. Pep's Achilles heels have always been teams who can hit them. Exactly. And this is what it could be tomorrow. This could be it tomorrow. We shall see. Levy out, spread the word. It's my day job, mate. I might not have an actual employment, but that is my job. That is my job. Oh, mate, I don't think you'll get it this window, but hopefully some nuggets will be dropped if the window doesn't go according to plan in the last week. Oh, well, hopefully, buddy. Hopefully. 147 people. Is it still? Let's have a look. Where are we on the likes? Normally, the like game is nice and strong with everyone in the late night show. Yeah, we got 101 likes, so we're doing well, people. Thank you very much for keeping the like game strong. Very important to us and helping getting the content out there. Let's see what else we got. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. His character, maybe. That's my prediction, Oscar. That is my prediction. What do you think of him, Alex? What do you think of him? There's something. Who remembers? Well, mate. Oh, they were the days. They were the days, weren't they? Top defender. Top defender. I wish we would have got him. They want 60-70 million for Noosa. No way. No way. It was like 50. No way. No way. God knows. God knows where he is. I wish he was coming on tour to Toronto. I love Archie Gray. You watch Matters, but yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I stumbled across it today. I heard people talking about it, and I thought, what are they talking about? So I typed James Maddison into YouTube. What a wicked video that is! What a wicked video that is that you get to see from them behind the scenes. I loved it. Loved it. Gray will become better than. I think they're both going to come very good. Bergval's obviously got off to the better start. But Archie Gray, I think, will come good. I've got no doubt that it will come good. Frank wanted him. I thought maybe a loan for him if he wasn't going to get regular first team football. I think he stays. His dribbling's okay, but nothing special. But he can shoot from out. Yeah, I saw one of his best features are that. Wicked. Send me an email, brother. Everyone, I put my email just there. If you want to keep in contact with me, if you want to know more about arranging protests in North America that I plan to do, or to be kept up to date with the stuff planned in England, that's my email. Email me. Always great to speak and meet with new people. I look forward to receiving your email, King Oasis. I look forward to receiving your email. Let's have a look. Prediction for both. Oh, okay. When that was your comment you were putting there. Let's see. Let's see what other people we've got. I'd rather Lee Judges in Levy's position. Do you know what? Lee Judges, never spoken with him. I've spoken to him on Facebook Messenger a couple of times, but never shared the camera with him or shared a stream. I love his passion. He's one of the old school Arsenal fans. I do like his passion. And he owns it when things are bad. He doesn't try and sugarcoat it. Lee Judges, I've got a bit of time for. But again, people see people different ways. Mate, I cannot wait to be. I honestly, I cannot wait. It's going to be incredible. I never saw them live when they were together or when they before they split. Yep. Look, Solanke starts the number one striker. We've got some very good young talents. We definitely do. We definitely do. I hope you're joking, Kamal. I really hope you're joking, because that doesn't wash anymore, mate. He is on another planet. He's on another planet. Richie, the last two games is always keeping him fit, though, isn't it? It's always keeping him fit. Oh, that's for Wolfie. Oh, that's for Wolfie. Richie is so quick to take a shot. His one touch should have been his mate. His first touch has got better this season. His first touch looks night and day. I normally joke and say he's got bouncy castles as football boots, but I've been very impressed with his first touch at the start of the season. Yeah, that he's got welcome. If Ben and Sim are up, they would come on at this time in the morning. And Ben, when he has his second child next month, may be up for a few late mornings or early mornings. So you might see him. They're always happy to come on here. Stuart, I don't know where you are in the world, but my email, you would have seen it put in there. Send me an email where you are, number, contact details, whatever, and we'll chat. And we will chat. I rate Odebear, Archie, and Lucas. They will be great in a few. Listen, Archie and Lucas, completely with you. Odebear, Thomas Frank has said he's seen something in him. He's looked sharper than Tell and the others. But there was talk I heard yesterday, oh no, it's still today, that there are Italian clubs looking at him. They didn't go into, excuse me. Oh my God. All right, guys, it's started to catch up with me. We'll still go for a little bit, but I don't know. They didn't say if it was loans or buys, but apparently some Italian clubs are looking at Odebear. Yeah, we've all been getting it, buddy. We've all been getting at it. We've all been getting it for sure. Beat us and we won't sell you, sir. Oh, the blackmail starting, Wilkie. The blackmail starting. Maybe. I'd rather see Benham's. So that's me in the 10 from Kamal and Ben and Sim up front. That could be a tasty partnership. Wouldn't start us against Man City, though. I think that'd come too soon. He's a great player, but that is the worry, isn't it? That is the worry. Mauro was talking about that ages ago. Would you take Werner for Kudus? No. No. Again, Daniel, you're right. We would lose Kudus, his crossing ability. This is also, mate, that's a great point. It's a great point. Yeah, Madison's channel was great. Damn right, Stuart. Yeah, you watched it yesterday. That was the yeah, mate. The Madison thing was good. You do need to spend. Wonder what Levy thought of the Madison video. Joe, that's a good point. It's a good point. Damn right, Levy out. Not a chance. Cabal, not a chance in hell of this happening. Unfortunately, if we'd gone earlier in the window, maybe. Not a chance now. Not a chance. Yep. They will. Eugene, big up to you, brother. Big up to you. Luani, Doman, Skelly are light years better. Listen, that Doman Dowman, or however you want to pronounce it, looks. My God, does he look promising? My God, does he look promising? Right, you're here. Yeah, so okay, Stuart, email me about, because obviously there's the protests that are there, but we can chat via email. We can chat via email or swap numbers, whatever it may be. Late, so late from training, so catching up. You got a lot of catching up to do. You got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, do you know what? There is a love affair between them, isn't there? It's so blatantly obvious as well. Who knows, buddy? Who knows? Love you too, brother. Love you too. Love everyone. Love you too. What a place to be. Thanks, Stuart. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Appreciate the love that we're getting, or the channel and myself is getting. So who's our fake who's our fake 70 million? Oh yeah, mate, that was so fake. That really was so fake. It was unbelievable on the last day of the window. Such utter nonsense. I wonder who it does go to, mate. Maybe it's Morgan Rogers. Big up to you. I'm good, buddy. I hope you're well. You would be upset with Savinho going. That's what I'm hearing for a lot of them. Yes, but Doman's 15 years old. Destiny. At 15 years old, this kid looks like the real deal. Oh, you're back. You're back. The homework is complete. Big up to you. Big up to you. I hope all the homework was good and well, buddy. Hope it was all well and good. Yep. Justin, you know it's coming. Very much so. Very much so. Wilkie, what is best for you as a Manchester City fan? What are the key things that you find that he's? Because I saw his stats and his data on the graph and everything he showed, and he will be on the left for us because I know he played left and right for you. He'll be predominantly left. I think he's going to. I think he will be a very good player for us. Look, Graham Potter has got the. Graham Potter could be the one guy that sorted him out like he had at Brighton. Maybe there is a West Ham money in Basuma for Paqueta. Maybe it could be that way. Not happening. We can put in a fake cheeky bid. We love a fake cheeky bid. Do you know what, Daniel? That question you asked, there it is. That's the answer. That's the Ichino's name. The window is still salvageable. Lookman has a £50 million euro release clause. Paqueta is available for 50. They'd cost under 100 million. Even Levy should be happy with that. I was with you up until the last bit. Buddy. Would you say that's salvageable, though? Would you say that I would want... I could say they're two good deals, but I would want higher. I would want higher than that to say it's like genuinely... salvageable, you might be right. Odegaard is not better than Doman. Listen, it's hard to tell. Doman just looks a real... It's like 4 weddings and a funeral, isn't it? 2 scandals and a transfer window. You're so right. Let's see where we are. We've done that super chat. I don't want him to go at all. He has tons of potential. This one for £50 million, I would rather do. That I'd do in a heartbeat. My granddad told me about the situation before Alan Sugar came. Am I right that our fans threatened? So we're with the Alan Sugar. It was a long... I'm trying to remember. It got... Do you know what? There were thousands. Of people protesting King Oasis. There were thousands of people going on. And this was before social media. This was before mobile phones must have been coming. 2001, yeah. It was toxic. It was utter toxic. And I think family threats were made, which weren't right, which I don't believe in, I don't stand for. But it did get nasty. It got very nasty. And then Alan Sugar sold to Levy. Yeah, we've dealt with, where else we go? What websites? It depends where you are. I go to the pub to watch it, so I'm all covered. But I also have IPTV, so I can watch every other game. Where else are we? Scott, people talk with Scott. Not for me. I'm done giving the benefit of the doubt. There's exactly. Justin, I'm where you are. Brian, when it's my birthday, I'll donate. You don't, mate. You don't need to donate £500, buddy. You don't need to donate that, my man. You should be celebrating your birthday and using that money to celebrate your birthday, mate. You don't need to. Thank you for all the tremendous support. You shouldn't need to do that. Should you do it? My God, it'll be incredible. And I'm not going to be the biggest super chat by far I've ever received. But don't feel that you need to ever donate something that huge. Just your support of the channel and getting to know you on the chat and everything is good. When people put super chats in, it's wonderful. It helps the channel. We'll always talk. And we really appreciate them. We're not one of those channels that go, super chats. Where's your super chats? It's wonderful to receive them. They always get priority. And we appreciate all the support. But there will be no need to donate 500. My man, enjoy your birthday money. Whenever your birthday is. There's no way offers haven't come in for Solomon. Levy needs to just get rid of it. Well, yeah, listen, he does need to go. It's not going to work for him at Tottenham. I thought he would have ended back at Leeds. It hasn't worked. I think this could happen on deadline day. Talking to Angus, Savinho, and Paz for me, but I'll trust Frank. Exactly. Look, Jim, I'm with you. I trust Frank 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000%. And I do believe he will develop players. He will make them better. But he does need help. He needs help. If it weren't for injuries, we would have finished top 10. What last it? Who knows? But then if that had happened without the injuries, would we have prioritised the Europa League? And would we have won the Europa League? It's 6 and 1, a half a dozen the other. Ink to audio, big up. Do you know what? Now you've said it here, I just found out today that my tattooist, or the tattooist place that I go to, which is an institution in downtown Toronto, Adrenaline, is closing after many, many years. My tattooist is going elsewhere, so that's all good. But sad day in Toronto for tattooists. New look West Ham with Basuma, Solomon, and dare I say, Ginlardo. Oh God, could you imagine a treble swoop and we get Kudus and Paqueta and they get those? I think they could be, mate. They look a mess. When was the last time you were in the South Stand? The last time I was in the South Stand was the last time I was in the stadium after the 6-1 Newcastle defeat. We arranged for the first time ever a midweek protest for the 2-2 draw with Manchester United. And I was in the South Stand then. On the 61st minute, I walked out. And I haven't been back in the stadium since. And won't until there is humongous change from Levy and the board, if they were ever to do it. And I mean drastic change, or they've sold. I'll go to away games and support the lads. Love going away days. But one of my commitments was not a penny spent. Even with a free ticket, I refuse to go in there. And I stick by what I say when I make those things. At one point, when Morgan Gibbs-White was about to sign, I was like, oh my God, I have my dream manager, my dream player. And I was slightly toy. I was like, can I justify going in for those two, but still not spend inside and still not spend at the shop? And I was just like, no, I can't. And then obviously, what happened with Gibbs-White happened. And then what happened with Eze? I just can't do it. Gonna hit the hay, gotta wake up early. Yeah, we gotta wake up early. I'm gonna go for a little bit longer. My alarm is set for 6 a.m. so I can get up, get showered, ready, coffee, and then make my way to the yard. So when I do leave here around midnight, I've got about 6 hours sleep, and I'll probably get about 2.5 of it. Sadly, we will never put high price on a bid going forward. Yeah, it's just something we need to do. It's just something we need to. Yeah, feeling bad for Frank. He has been let down, but hopefully, like we were just saying, the window can be salvaged. Hopefully, the window can be salvaged, people. Mate, I drink 10 shots of whiskey. Mate, like I said, I'm 17 years clean of alcohol. Raging alcoholic here. If I was supporting Spurs over the last few years, that would be my breakfast as well, buddy. That would be my breakfast as well. Good night, all. Malware, big up, brother. Yeah, 7:30 kickoff for me as well. We will win because City's backline. The pigeon eats. Exactly. Thomas, Frank, in my voice. What? Good night, Malware. Good night. King Oasis saying good night to you. Let's see where we are. Pub that Brian watches games in. Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard. Oh, what's gotcha? Scotland Yard, King Oasis, is the official Toronto Spurs supporters club pub that we go to. It's a massive, massive pub that's got about 17 different screens. Great staff, great people. It is the pub that I go to. I'm going to try and get more content within the yard during games. But every time when we score a goal, I'm like, yeah, let me go try. I keep forgetting to fucking film it. It was. Mike Davies, I don't know what that wow was for, but thank you. Let's have a look. Been watching you. Oh yeah, the bushy beard. I go through phases, King Oasis, where right now I have this till it gets irritable and it's gone. Winter time, I normally let it get bushy. So winter time, it may be back. It may be back. Trump out, Daglin. That's something I never thought I'd see. Hi, mate. Big hello from Kingston upon Thames. Can't sleep again. Once again, you're my saviour. Something to listen to. Big up, Dave. I don't. Should I sing you a lullaby? It probably won't get you back to sleep. But at least you get some Tottenham talk to chill and relax to, with a great community. Hello, big up, Andy. Every other club tried to use us as a stepping stone. Yup, we're the Premier League's bitch. Tomorrow we will have. I love your optimism, Kamal, and verbal agreements mean shit, as we've seen. I met Lever. Well played. I wish I could, Joe. I'd love to meet him and just have 5 minutes with him, just to get my point across in a calm, civilized manner. It would be box office. Oh, mate, I said before Frank came in, when people were mentioning Southgate, I said, if there is a Southgate in N17, sorry, if there is a Southgate in Tottenham, there'll be a Daigle in N17, because I'd have been on the next flight over. Romero extending, Kudus and Thomas Frank, plus getting a 10 and a left winger. Then Kulu coming back, and after the break could be great. Richie getting service, and Biss potentially isn't. Listen, we need a 10 and a left winger, big time. We'll see where it goes from then. But Kudus looks sharp. He looks so sharp. He looks so good. If we're talking about both Potter and Bissouma, look great. Frank promised signings today in his press conference. If we don't get any, watch the start of his body language changing. Yeah, Joey had it so easy at Brentford transfer-wise. Obviously, he knew he couldn't get the stars that he could attract at Spurs, but they worked like a well-oiled machine. I think during the week, I think as well, January, Thomas Frank will want a few because he'll have his new recruitment team in. Yeah, MJ, it would be all we needed, but he ain't coming. There is no way he is coming, buddy. I would love, believe me, Morgan Rogers, I'd love at Tottenham. Levy essentially created that pathetic, Yep. Hopefully, more people will wise up to seeing what the issue is. I know a lot of people have, a lot of people are. We were indeed. Good night, Tony. Good night, brother. Have a good one. Have a good one. We can't get him, mate. Well, we can. He's at Burnley. I don't think he's the right answer. He is homegrown. There's that factor. I don't think he's. I don't think he is the answer. So Johnson, Brian, if we sign Nico Paz and Ademola Lookman, I would say it's a bit of. I don't know if I'd say brilliant. I understand, Sean, why people said. I would say I'm a bit from what I've seen of Paz. I really, really like what I've seen of Ademola Lookman in Italy. He's upped his game and looks like he could be a threat. When you look at this, they would have solved the issues for the problems. It gets me that it's taken this long and this late. I think these two coming in makes an impact. I wouldn't go as far as brilliant, but if you see it as brilliant, fair play to you. But I would say it'd been a very good window. I don't know if I'd go as far as brilliant, but with these two settling and if they hit the ground running, I will come back to you and say, do you know what? You were bang on right. It was a brilliant window. What's up, Vex? I hope you're good and well, buddy. Like I said, love you too, buddy. Love you too. Thank you very much, Joseph. Thank you very much indeed. Away from this, life can always be good. Helping others, being there for others, looking after your family and friends the best way. Looking after people and being there for people doesn't always involve finances. Just being there at the end of a phone or there to talk, it means a lot, and I always make sure. Ben Brett, good evening. Oh, good night to you, buddy. You're back? Always good when you're back, buddy. Instead, we got Joe Rodon. That was when we was going for Skriniar, yeah. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. What Guan, Donna? What Guan? Not to be a Debbie Downer, but our front four that beat City. Yeah, we spoke to this before. We spoke about this, Lyra. I don't know if it was you that said it, but this was mentioned. And then you also remember Decky got 2 of the goals. No, sorry, Madders got 2 of the goals. Decky got 2 of the assists. Porro was obviously there. Solanke won't be starting. Sonny's not there. It's incredible, the change, isn't it? It's incredible, the change. A lot of our fans make excuses because Levy... Correct. After you mentioned the last time about looking... well, I don't know if you were here before, but someone mentioned I looked like... what was his name? Zappacosta, I think it was, the ex-Chelsea player. So I brought it up, and there's another one. I wish, looking like them, I wish I had their bank balances. Daniel Levy cooks up a Michelin storm, delivers you beans. Josh, where the hell have you been? That is a very good analogy. That I might be taking. I think I'm going to lose my shit with Levy. Much respect to you as well, buddy. Much respect to you. Where else have we got? Fucking good. Solanke. Oh, Scott. I've never been to a Tottenham game due to problems in life. I think I eat, sleep, mate. I hope you can get to a Tottenham game, buddy. I hope at some point you can get to a game, because every Spurs fan should be able to get to a game, especially if they live in England. You see all the people from around the world that come in and get to go to the games. You've got to, buddy. You've got to. You said you're emailing me. We'll be talking. If you ever need help to talk, problem-wise. If it's anything that I've gone through, I'll always be happy to talk and happy to help in any way I can. But you should go to a Tottenham game, man. You should go to a Tottenham game. If we have players to set them up like Kudus, then we'll be okay with Richie and Brennan, who are great without the ball and tapping, but as backups, not starters. Yeah, we basically majorly. Sorry, I'm winding you up, mate. Love your vids, mate. Listen, Carrie, you're not winding me up at all, buddy. Far from it. Oh, mate, didn't they just? Didn't they just? So when I went on and joined them, was it yesterday? Yeah, still yesterday. Ben was asking me to come on. I was like, no fucking chance. I'll probably get you cancelled. I'm going nuts. He goes, Brian, relax. Come on, vent, do whatever. I was like, no, I can't trust myself. And then I thought, do you know what? After I calmed down a bit, but when I saw them, yeah, Simeon was incredible. Excuse me. Incredibly down. Ben was upset and fuming as well. Mate, I'm going bigger than you, Dan. I'm going bigger than you. I'm going 2-1 Spurs win tomorrow. I am going 2-1 Spurs win tomorrow. And I really think we can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, people. I really do. But what I'm going to do now, because I am getting shattered and I need to get to bed. We got some super chats that I did see that we're going to do right now. Morning, Brian, my friend, from Marcus. Big up to you, buddy. I hope you're good and well. And what Mr. Day I saw and I came to very good. Very good. What I will say before we go, because I need to get some sleep before I get to the Scotland Yard, let's have just a quick prediction on score. Just write like 2-1 Spurs, or if you think we're going to lose, score City or draw, whatever. I'm going 2-1 Spurs win. We score a late winner and from a set piece. Be very specific there. Very specific. So Destiny's going 3-1. A 6-9 win for Spurs. 2-0 City. Come on, Dave. 2-1 Spurs from Ethan. 3-2 draw. 3-2 draw. I think you meant 3-3, Josh. I think you meant 3-3. 1-0 Spurs. Oh, mate, if we keep a clean sheet, how amazing would that be, Declan? 3-1 Spurs. 4-2 Spurs. 2-1 City. Angus, your vote's null and void. Who have you got tomorrow? Who have you got at home tomorrow? Mr. Kudos with a hat-trick of assists. Oh, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. Mate, I think with the back three, we'll keep Haaland quiet. 3-2 Spurs win. I mean, there you go. 5-0 Spursy. Who's WE? Leeds at home. Okay. Oh, mate. Leeds used to be a trouble team for you. It's 5 a.m. I'm at work. Yeah, no, I can understand that. I tried to send you a WhatsApp last week. You must have changed your number. My number's still the same, buddy. If you are, send me a message. Kudos has got to save his first goal for... Mate, no, he doesn't. He can score his 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th goal. 8th goal. 4-0 Spurs from Huddle's Model. But, guys, I am going to wrap it up there. Get to bed. I think there will be a Late Night Lilywhite tomorrow as opposed to Sunday. I'm going to put a poll out on Twitter and the community section because Saturday I can do normally 9 o'clock, normal time. But Sunday, my wife has arranged a dinner with 2 of her colleagues that work in their office on the other side of the country. So we are going out for dinner on Sunday, so I might not be able to do it till 10. So it'll be tomorrow 9 or Sunday 10. I'm going to put the poll out. We shall see. But guys, there's been 131 and more in here. We will be back over the weekend. Whatever you are doing, have a wonderful weekend. Come on, you Spurs. And as always, Thomas, Frank. Thomas, Frank. And as always, Levy out.